Twitch, it does help me out quite a bit. Baby. Food on that. Hold on. Load game. I think this is what I'm looking for Streamlabs. I'll pause that so I can talk about what we're doing. And I gotta fix the thing at the bottom of the screen. Alright, we're jumping into a save that I have kind of done some fun stuff with. Not even fun stuff with. Let me see here. Cloud Battle's on. Open subscription. Goal setting. Goal. Manor Lord's goal. So we'll put it at 200 and see where we go. 05. All right, bros. The new goal for the month is up. Now that I'm looking at chat. Sorry, guys. I wasn't even looking at chat. We got Frizzly Grizzly. We got J Raga. We got Rising Phoenix. We got Go Nizer. We got Rising Phoenix again. We got all those folk. We got Flessin over here. What's up, Fless? Elrath just resubbed up. Thank you very much, man.
Oh, yeah. Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
I do the goal on the actual call too. I rated. I'm trying to delay by not playing and instead watching this stream. Well, I'm right here for you, man. So this is our old original save, and I loaded back to a point prior to us choosing trade logistics. And what I'm going to be doing with this save is trying to, rather than, oh, you know what, let's try to go and capture all this land. I'm just going to go very tall. We're going to go very, very tall. So what that includes is I've swapped us off of trade logistics. I've still gotten charcoal burning, but I've gotten basic armor making. And then we're going to jump next progression point for the town into deep mining. And then lastly, advanced armor making. I think maybe this one. We get a total of 6 development points. We've got 3 right now. This will be 4. This will be 5. So maybe 6 is, I don't know, honey. Who knows? We'll figure it out. No, you won't run out of trees, Frizzly Grizzly, because we have planted a forester. So what's happening is I've set the logging camp to work over here. The forester is going to go over here. We sure do. We got a rich iron mine. Bless. So something that Strat Gaming was telling me is every region gets 2 rich resources. So if you look on this map, this one over here, for example, this has rich wildlife deposit, and if there's not another rich resource, then the implied rich resource is fertility. So, I don't know if it shows me all the way over here. It does. Okay, so you can see this whole area is fertile, just like ours is. So we start with an iron deposit. So this is rich, fertile. Rich fertile soil. So we actually have, apparently, according to Fless, a super rare setup, wherein we have a rich mining deposit and we have fertile soil. So we're pretty fucking good to go. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, please do make that switch to Twitch. It does help me. So I have a bunch of I have YouTube during BG3 and it's been a blast. Well, good to hear, man. Mother's Day is next week here in the States, and my mom hates tattoos. Can't stand them. So I got a big fake arm tat. Oh man, it's gonna piss her off so much. It's like a fruit dye that will disappear after 2 weeks. And I'm just gonna wear. I've got this one's here too. I got that one there too.
Another loyal devotee.
You're gonna make money from exporting tools then? I will, Ara, but just kind of pop around. I don't know if henna is made from fruit extract. I don't know. It's a website called EasyTat. Is the difference between henna and Hema cipher? Because I know Hema, which I've actually thought about joining Hema. That's some fruit extract, apparently.
Another loyal devotee.
Ink tats that are temporary, they basically draw them, let them sit, and they last for a week or two. I guess it's kind of the same thing. Switch from YouTube, this game is addictive. Well, Steel Storyteller, thank you for switching over, man. I kind of did the dog. I actually booted up CK3 last night to play a little bit. So, what we've done, we've set up barley over here. We have flax, which is, I mean, I should not have done this, but I was doing an experiment. And we have a bunch of wheat over here. So, really what we're going to be doing here is, we'll probably turn this other field online here soon. And I'm going to get another farmhouse up and going. And I'm going to get another ox up in this bitch too. So what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to just try to go... You know what I'm actually going to do? Let's make that farmhouse like right here. I can't. It's just like a little... There we go. That'll do. Another point of this was I've wanted to get a tattoo for like 10 years now. Like 15 years actually. And I don't know if I'd like it on my body or anything like that. Like actually like seeing it. So I figured fuck it. I'll just get a semi-permanent one. Let it see how long it lasts for and see if I like it. Okay, so we also have our woodcutter's lodge over here, our saw pit, our logging camp, and our forester. So I think it's all set up. I built a second, like a burgage plot over here that's just a little bit bigger to get more vegetables. I don't want to make, so for those that don't know, you can do this. And just make a super big plot and abuse vegetables. I don't really want to do that. And you as a gamer should not get in the habit of doing stuff like that because you should just depend upon it being changed. So don't do stuff like that. So that's going to get changed. And if your entire success is built around extorting vegetables, then you're just going to get upset. Yeah, I like this. I think this will, I want to kind of, I've got some smaller ones here, but I wanted to experiment with what just a slightly larger one is. We're building up some more burgage plots. We have, doesn't show it. Well, we were getting raided. I don't know where that went. Well, we should be getting raided here soon. I agree, Fless. We have a charcoal kiln set up. We have trade going to start. I'm selling our stone down to 100. Stone is one of those things that once you've built the things that require stone, you don't need it in the current game right now. It's just not necessary. We have a clay pit that's set up to start getting roof tiles online. We do want to get a lot of roof tiles for level 3 burgage plots. We have the small stone church that we just upgraded. We have our mining pits over here that are doing just a small amount. I'm not going to go too crazy with it just yet. As you know, I wish that tab would actually show me what workshops are what too. So we've got this burgage plot level 2. We do need more leather. Where did I make? I don't remember what I did with all this saves. Okay, so the blacksmith I put over here, and I put a duplex for the blacksmith. The way I kind of look at workshops is, if it creates a product, let's look like this. Press this button. If it creates a product that I need, or is part of a cash crop, I want to put it on a duplex. When it upgrades to a level 3, 3 Jesus in history, God, golden glory, really educational. Yeah, you know, sometimes I do that, Vlad. In this case here, blacksmith workshop tools I can sell for money. Spears and sidearms I can arm my militia with. Sort of Manor story time segment. It's coming, Flesh. It always is. Bread is another one. And when I'm out of level 3 burgage plot, those level 3 burgage plots, it doubles your amount of housing pretty much, right? So it goes from 2 to 4. And that's the benefit here is I want to be able to leverage as much as I can within that plot. Yes, it does pull from your workforce. But one thing you need to know with any workshop is that anyone that's in these workshops, let's say that if I pause this workshop, like it's paused right now, the people will still go and they'll help construct. They won't build, but they will guide oxes to deliver lumber. That's actually kind of helpful here. So that does exist. So the things that I would recommend, duplex workshops, being blacksmith, bakery extension, maybe armorers, depending on if you have a rich iron deposit. Brewery, I wouldn't, and tailor's workshop. So pretty much these right here, these 4. The rest, the other 4, I would just put in a single burgage plot situation, not in a duplex. So this right here. This would be a perfect anything. But this way it just kind of helps you out. You don't end up wasting folk. Imagine me as a professor. My next vid, finally got the algorithm to take off. Yeah, man, I saw a lot of your videos just aren't getting views, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Nature Boy just subbed up. Thank you very much. Fles, do you want me to introduce you to a guy who can make thumbnails for you? Because I think, honestly, I think that's the problem. But I don't think your thumbnails are bad. I think you've taken your thumbnails and you've put them in like the right, okay, this is like what the algorithm kind of wants. I can give you a guy who made some thumbnails for me. They're 15 bucks a thumbnail. And he'll make them for you. It just, I don't really kind of like his turnaround. That's my biggest problem. If I have an idea for a video, I think of it and then I make the video and then I post it. And I have graphic design skills, so I just make it on my own. He's better if you have an idea and you want to work on it, write scripts and build it all out. If you want, let me know on Discord and I'll shoot you his info. Already getting traction again. Manor is a blessing. Yeah, you know, it's just, I didn't really have anything fun to cover for a little bit. So we need leather back online. That should be getting online. Good. This is offline here. And so once we start harvesting flax, we're going to get linen online. And I'd like to start a whole crop of flax next year. Only one family can operate the mill at a time. So if you have 3 families, only... do you know that... Wait, the mill? What's the mill? The windmill? Oh, the sawmill. Saw pit? Oh, the Woodcutter's Lodge. Here it is, Gwendolyn. Here's my face. I mean, it's pretty much the same. A lot of patch stuff. But I mean, I definitely... Oh, shit. I definitely really like the game a lot. I actually didn't plan on streaming it anymore. I was going to stop. Okay, we stopped that. I was just going to like chill, but when you add more family, it's better to have two. I think that depends too, right? Like, farmhouse is one of the ones that I just fill almost completely whenever it's harvesting or plowing season. That way, it's just we get it all done with, and I think that's kind of I like that tactic. No, the requirements aren't met. Okay, we have 2 people there. We have plenty of firewood, so they're just kind of doing their thing. Mighty Tyrant, my pleasure, man. Happy to help out. You have a space there. Okay, good. Tannery. Isn't the farmhouse a home? Yeah. It's a good question, man. What makes this house a home? Guys, V Rising comes out next week, and I kind of want to... kind of want to play it. I mean, I played it already. Boon man. Thank you for subbing up, my dude. 5 months, what up? I can't watch you due to adulting. Can't watch you due to adulting, but I had to jump in and renew this Prime sub. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. That's right, guys. If you are watching on YouTube, do make the switch to Twitch. It does help me out quite a bit. And, if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, use it on me. Trying to get to 200 this month. It's this right here. There's not open workshops. It's really annoying. What do you mean open workshops, Ryan? So these traders are open up workshops for you? Or you mean they're opening up trading posts? Or fucking stalls? These stalls? What you might need to do is make sure that the actual trade is set. You might not actually be trading.
Another loyal devotee.
Alright, you can stay wherever you'd like.
Another loyal devotee.
Our manor will stay as is. There's no reason to make anything, because anything else is pretty much broken. I think we're pretty good, though. So what that does here, that just gave us some influence. And what I've set my taxes to as well is 5% on both. Land tax I will increase once we make more money, but this is just a means to just kind of slowly trickle money out of my regional wealth and into my treasury.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Mighty Tyrant. Thank you for subbing up, my man. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, and the only way to get that access to that treasury is by using your land tax. And that treasury, that land tax, goes to this. This is what allows you to recruit more men-at-arms. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Prime sub. What are your holes for T3 upgrades? What do you mean? Oh, it is Mighty Ant, isn't it? Oh. Potato. I like Mighty Tyrant. I'm gonna call you Mighty Tyrant from now on. The biggest, not even a hole, but we do need to deal with Tavern. I made larger barley field to try to make it work, but thinking that lowering 3 approval matters is crazier. Tavern's enclosed, right? Yes. So we need our flax to get harvested and we'll be good to go. And we should start building up some. What do we need here? So I need level 3 plots. I did want to try to hit this. No, we're not going to be able to. Shoemaker? No, we don't actually. You know what? That's not a bad idea. But cobbler, they require leather, and I'm not producing enough leather for me to really warrant that. Because right now, that is my level 1 production, is leather.
An earnest disciple.
What's up here, guys? Oh, they've already hunted it down to 8? I didn't even know that. You sons of bitches. That's gonna not grow back in time. That is true. It is very easy to get access to more leather. Even just to buy the hides, really. Yeah, I haven't gone on the sheep path just yet, actually.
A steadfast supporter.
I don't know the rate, Rising Phoenix, but I'm sure there is a rate. If Fleston's here, he might know the rate. So, we do need to make a brewery. I'm not gonna pull the bullshit this time of trying to, like... Am I out of people know how my timber? Yeah, okay. What's up, Double Cracker? I was gonna go claim some more land, I see. Brigands for hire. So we'll be completely landlocked. He'll go ahead and take all this, and that's not a big deal. We're still only in year 2. But at this point now, we need to get a little bit more. I mean, if the tax rate really bothers you guys here. Thank you guys for completing that hype train there. And just trying to get a little bit more resources here. Resources out, meaning that resources are passively used that can be turned on and off so you can manage your materials better. What do you mean, Mighty Ant? Yeah, because usually when someone moves in, one member of the family moves in. So like usually I think it's just the husband, and then the rest of the family moves in. Atakan, I actually don't know how to help you there. Okay, so I need... Let me just do this. Oh, oops. Upgrade that. We'll need that in a bit, but basically we're going to use it. Because I'll turn these fields probably into full set flax fields, and I'll turn these into wheat again. The nice thing is everything around me is fertile. If I want to expand and make more fields around here, I can. So we don't have enough houses. We need more wood. We got more timber. We need 10 more. I don't really need any more workshops that I can think of. Let me pause the workshop. They don't take any planks from the guy making planks in that case. What are we talking about? I'm so confused, guys. Misha, how are you? I guess I could make some goat fields. Yes, cube. 100%. That's what we were saying a second ago. Do I ever not have the face cam on? Is that this is a conversion? This is both these tax rates are per. So tithing is taking 5% of my total food, whatever this number is, right? And it's converting it into influence. Same thing with taxes, taking 5% of this number and converting it, whatever number I want it to be. Not like square. Wait, what did you say, Ara? The ox does not like square rectangle fields. It is worth making them more uniform. So I have to make circles? Absolutely, Wedge. Help you out, my man. Like 2 days ago in your live, crazy. Nice vids on Manor got the game. It's great. Bastion, great to hear that as well, my dude. Okay, so we're coming into November. It is harvesting time. Meaning we're going to pull people here, 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 and here, here. Okay, great. That sucks. No, make square rectangles if they are regular. It gets on that. What is regular? Is this regular? We will put a ox here. I believe it is unassigned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just like to have look a little dynamic. The ox has weird preferences though, man. Like it just goes and chooses a field and just fucking starts to plow it. Yes, you can set high priority, but... oh, shit, I forgot to... Force. I set high priority on the fields. So I set the barley to the lowest priority. I set the wheat to the highest. The ox plowed a flax field and then went and plowed a barley field. And I was like, that's not what I wanted. Yes, you can. You can go ahead and, where is that? Oh, fertilization. There it is. Right here. But I just don't see that. Farms right now are very buggy and weird. Why does that have the highest priority? I didn't set that. Let's put like medium. Oh, that's weird. These got all their priorities got fucked up. That's weird. Look at them. Look at them just getting all confused. Like, what do you want us to do, man? We're into December, so we gotta... I think I fucked us up. Actually, I think we're gonna be alright. I wasn't paying attention at the time, so I kind of got lost. Alright, so we're in October, so let me set the fucking priority on these properly, too. Take care of that, please. Buy another ox. I don't know how many off the top of my head.
Where's my other mallet?
That's weird. This got all messed up. Yeah, I don't use crop rotation because they basically just, you lose a lot of yield by doing it that way. So we're waiting here. Try to get as much percentage as we can. So we're at 28. That's 76%. Waiting for that to get to a day. And we needed to put someone back onto this. Do we take our people off of here? Good. Cannery's doing that. Good. This is okay. That's okay. Yeah, I know, Ara, but I would not have. My food was going to start dwindling. Chris, you know it, baby.
I think the window should go over there.
I've barely done any Mish. I'm actually like thinking about just starting this now, but I want to get as much yield as I can. So we're up to 76. That's a 28. And again, you can just hold down tab, ignore the numbers. Like it shows like 28 out of 28. Oh, this is 24 out of 28. Like that's not like the max it can yield. I tracked it and it will actually go higher. Oh, Mish, man, yeah. Like, I've been spending so much time with the actual like kind of civic portion of it. 100% not be worth it. I had a rich berry deposit, so at one point I just started the herb growth. I never had anyone get ever sick on me after that. I mean, I don't really know how much. I don't think plagues as far as mechanic are in the game much. Is this all set up? That's all set up? Okay. I've downloaded Old World, but I have not played it. I don't know, there's something about that game. It just doesn't necessarily grasp my cookies, you know what I mean? Doing that. I know, Q, but I'd rather just redo the whole crop in spring.
We all know what that means.
Staring in October. I kind of wish that. Okay, so we see this, right? The little thing that says October down there. I kind of wish it would show a thing. Like it would show like a some sort of flow fill to let you know, okay, that month's over. Okay, that month's over. The only way you know the month though is over right now is this. It should end any minute. Once this church bell rings, that means that it's been a month. So if you're just ambiently playing, you hear like that thing gonging. It's just kind of, because I get into situations like this. Okay, I'm a month before. And I don't want to really. So that's also different, Cube. So right now, since I'm not using crop rotation, it says 318 days. That's telling me 318 days until September 1st. And that doesn't help, you know? It's like, I don't really know what a day is in this game. Do I need to have the forager hut near the berries? This? Yeah, I mean, ideally, yeah, you want to try to reduce as much time between these 2 points as possible, so they can just take them to and from and build a road like I did. Well, again, Sipo, it doesn't really warn you. It tells you when September is. And it says that winter is approaching. I'm saying I want to know exactly when a month is coming. So I want to know when October to November happens, because that's when I'm going to do my harvesting. Or I want to know when February into March happens, because I pause the game right at March, and I set up all my fields, and I start plowing. Or, just in general, I'd like to just have a little more transparency on when a month ends. I don't think that's a crazy request. Outside of just hearing the church bells. And if I'm fast forwarding, you hear the church bells like, like, you know, you don't really hear them. Because, yeah, I can sit here and just keep going. Okay, what's this at? Okay, it's been 2 days. Yeah, if just at the October, just the symbol for the month, for the season, really, just showed like a gradual fill, like you're playing World of Warcraft, right? You're on a global cooldown. That little thing that's showing like the gray UI tip of it going all the way around and blink. Okay, cool. I'm ready to use this ability again. Like rather than it blinking. Said, okay, cool. And Google's like, did you want to talk to me? Then I plan to play like a city builder, like in combat. Yeah, angry shooter. You can set it to be in that mode if you want. When you start the game, you just set. You've got 3 options at the top. You choose the first one. See, like right now, I'm like, I'm trying to stream and entertain, but I also don't want to miss that month again. Just staring at October right now. Let me set up some other stuff in the meantime. That. Shouldn't have done that. Have farms work pretty well for you? Yeah, Roll Tide. They do just require a little bit of kind of, not knowledge, but you just gotta. They're very fucky right now, so you have to spend some time trying to make sure you have the right things in the right spot. Okay, that's all good. I can start maybe with the blacksmith. Oh, I don't have. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I don't think there's anything in this game where I'm like, this guy's just out of touch, you know? I don't think there's anything where I'm like, what a terrible mechanic. Like, the bones of this game are so well done. And, I mean, yeah, the game's been in dev for what, like 7 years? 5 years is when he really went hard. And because he announced it around Bannerlord's launch. Guys, if you are watching on Twitch, it does help me out a lot if you switch on over to Twitch. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to switch to Twitch, it does help me out quite a bit. If you don't want to switch to Twitch, don't fucking worry about it.
A steadfast supporter.
Well, Draw King, do you like the style of game? And don't get it expecting a full-fledged game. Get it, I'd say... okay, realistically, for those in chat, do you think that the rule of $1 an hour applies here? I think it's a good time to just start. We're gonna force an early harvest now. We got like no more. Ooh. This is a $40 game. It's on sale right now for $30, I think. Here, if anyone wants to use it, you can use my Nexus store link. Yeah, it's still on sale. It's $30 on sale. It is an early access. We're probably looking realistically. He hasn't said any timeline, but I'm thinking realistically we're looking at another 3 years before we come to a point that's closer to 1.0. And I'm just going to throw those numbers out there. So I think if I'm thinking $1 an hour, this is definitely a 30, because I truly feel like after 30, 40 hours of gameplay into this game, you can shelve it. You can go, cool, let me come back to this game in 6 months and see where it's at. Because I've played a lot, I've burned through a lot of it. Let me just kind of hang out here and see what's up.
Another loyal devotee.
Alright, we're in sync. And that's another thing too, yeah, right? Like, if you buy the game, it just goes towards helping him out. The developer. And he's like a really cool, really nice guy. He's super straightforward. He's very vocal about what he's doing with things. He's like, okay, I did this here, I did that there. This is what I'm doing with this here. Like,
Come on, laddie. Come on.
there are some games though that's like I want to make an indie. I'm thinking about making an indie game that'll be a pixel art point and click adventure game. And I want to make it like a 10 to 20 hour video game that has super high replayability. So yeah, it's only 10 to 20 hours, but there's a bunch of different paths you could go down. I kind of pulling off of like a Disco Elysium. You know, I never played Banished. People have brought up Banished so many times now, and I've never ever touched it. Yeah, and Greg said, like, hey, I'm not going to just make a roadmap and say, here's what I want to do. I'm going to wait to hear what you guys want, and then I'm going to kind of get an idea to build. Bleach, thank you for subbing up with Prime, my dude.
A new subscriber arrives.
4 hours in the future.
It fills you with determination.
Sierra Sparty Productions. Got to pitch it at a... Oh, I got to do this. I'll go pitch it at a dinner. That's what... So the wife... The Sierra Productions wife, she pitched Murder House or whatever, like one of the very first 3D RPGs. She pitched it to him at like an actual dinner. Which area should you focus on farming? You can, Neko. There's no, I mean, I would say focus on it in the sense that get out what you can, but you don't need to worry about it. It is. I was just talking about V-Rising. And I don't know if I'd love to cover it again. I covered it when it first came to early access, but the 1.0 launch is next month. Week. And I would like to cover it, but Songs of Conquest has a big 1.0 launch, and I told them I would be helping them out and covering it with them too. Absolutely, Neko. Happy to help. That's being built. What's our Timby situation at? No, we need more. I'll put a person there. Yes, because we're about to go into winter, Yuli. So this is all my crop for the whole year. So we're harvesting everything. And this allows us to get a higher yield. If I were to harvest at the end of winter, at the end of summer, even if I just started in March, this was like about a 70-80% growth. We would probably have only harvested around like a 40-50%. So our yield is almost double. There is and there isn't, I think. I don't know. They've added a bunch of regions. They've added a bunch of mechanics. They've added a lot of quality of life stuff. It just depends on when you've played V-Rising's early access. Personally, I love that game. I think it's probably one of the coolest action RPGs out there. So this is all good to go. No, do not. God, I gotta do this. All of this shall follow. Okay, then, yes. Even, I played it just last year, right before Diablo came out, and it has already changed quite a bit. I'm gonna keep 2 people here to thresh. I'm gonna put 1 person there to thresh. I'm gonna put a person here in the windmill, and we're gonna put a person in the oven. And we need one at the malt house. I need to also redistribute those people that I took off of things. So I gotta start growing some stuff. No, RJX. If you don't set this to... So most people would have this on a crop rotation, right? So once the harvesting is done, it would crop rotate to the next. Since I'm manually crop rotating, RJ, it just when you manually crop rotate, it's just set to produce a product. So what their AI is telling them, I've harvested, I should go plant now. And the game forcibly shuts off anything during winter. And it just goes, oh, wintertime? Well, we won't harvest, we won't touch it at all. So when you do the manual like this, you have to manually swap these all off to fallow, or else they'll go and start planting again, just because that's how the AI of it works. Okay. Which farming should I keep re-rolling? Neko, honestly, I don't think anyone should really kind of worry about rolling, period. I think you should just kind of, thanks goes on. You should just play with what the game gives you. It's going to make you a better and more dynamic player. Because if you sit there and just try to recreate the perfect circumstances over and over and over, because you watched some YouTube video, you read some article, it just makes you better at playing a very specific portion of a game. You should always be adaptable to what you're playing, right? It's like, when I go to play Elden Ring with you guys in about a month or so, I've always kind of favored strength builds or faith builds. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to make a different build. I've played so many fucking Bloodborne games, though, or Soulsborne games. I'd say, like, those and first-person shooters are, like, the ones I'm best at. I'm not even really good at strategy games, to be honest. I thought about making a caster, but I just like the swords and the fighting so much that it's hard for me to want to, like, not do that. What do we need? We need one more burgage too. So let's go ahead and upgrade another burgage. What I actually want to use is the sword of like Midnight and Flame, which I think is an arcane faith build. So I'd have to look at it. I don't really know. You guys would definitely know more than me. Butcher shop is paused. Let's just finish this row up here. I wish you could cancel upgrades, because I just upgraded that and I just fucking forgot it wasn't worth upgrading. Uh-oh. Where are you taking that? Do not go. Good, just making sure. You're not trying to pick up any barley, are you? I love Dark and Darker, Grizzly Grizzly. Didn't it finally come out? Isn't it finally done? Is this connected? It is. Doesn't feel like it. So we're threshing the grain right now at this farmhouse. We're threshing the grain over here. It's gonna take a number of time. A little bit of time. Yes, and can change the artisan type. So what did you mean? Let's just go over here at the Fletcher's shop. Oh, I cancel. How do I cancel just this? Does demolish stop it? Silas, happy to help you out, my man. You can see that I'm not the most competent person in the world, but... Okay, timber is good. You can make more plots. You can only move tier 1 extensions. Got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Gotcha. That, yeah, I know. I thought you guys were saying, yeah, you can remove that. What was that noise? Is that in the game? Did the game just go sss? Or was there a fucking rattlesnake? Can you tell I'm a jumpy person? Does that show at all in my demeanor? It's becoming snake season here, and I'm actually a little worried about it because Roman is very curious. So I have to take Roman to snake camp, basically, where they will teach him that snakes will fuck you up. We're not done threshing that grain yet. Oh, not done just threshing that grain yet either. Okay. What's our fuel like? Fuel is getting lower, but we're okay for now. We just need more people to move in, is really it. Timby can stop. Where's the Force? The Forcers doing their thing? There's Forcers out there just planting. I don't know how long it takes for this to grow. Canneries can stop. Wedgehead, thank you very much for subbing up. Go ahead, let's put you back here. Live in Scotland and have no snakes, but then you live in Scotland.
Another loyal devotee.
Oh, by the way, this is one of the shirts for the channel, guys. So one thing I'm not... Cube, I know. I made a whole video on it. One thing I don't like is this is DTG, direct to garment. You can hear that it's like an actual like vinyl pressed directly onto the garment. So I don't know if I like that. It's kind of just like, it's like a heavy screen here. So they actually do DTF, down to fuck, dedication, trust, family, but it's direct to filament, I don't know, to fabric, whatever it is. It does have that odd plastic feel. This one does. They said okay, we do DTF for all the things people buy, but for the samples that we send to you, we do DTG. And then if people were to order a lot, then we do screen printing. And I'm like, well, I want the screen printing just by default. Like a screen print. Right, like this is that screen print where it just feels like the fabric. Bothers me. So I'll do probably an official launch. How many colors screen print? I don't know, Ara, actually. I will do an official launch of it probably this weekend. And we'll do it on stream, and I'll have a discount code, and I'll give people like 30% off or some shit. Riggedy, you've done it! I can never seem to retain 100% if I do all right, don't change anything. Less. Which one are you having problems with, Cosmic? Which one's not 100% on? Bleach, it does not happen. My mom doesn't watch my streams. If I tell her to, she will. If I say, hey, something cool is happening today, will you watch my stream? She'll watch it. But she's busy. She's usually helping my brother by taking care of the kids, picking the kids up from school, stuff like that. Or she's helping my dad, you know. My mom is a very busy person. Was reserved and toured in the storehouse right beside the market. The storehouse worker was on peddling too. So Cosmic, what you need to do is that will help your coverage. Someone's going to come out of the storehouse and set up another stall, and it's going to increase your coverage. No, Vlad, these are not real tattoos. These are, I got fake tattoos for Mother's Day just to piss my mom off. I'm gonna spat everywhere. Spat all over the place. So that'll help increase your coverage. Just remember too that markets will cover in like a distance. Like, okay, the fuel, they're gonna go, okay, if here's the marketplace, then this is how coverage works. Everything that this box touches will get covered first. Oh, I ran out here. Okay, well, these are the only things that are going to be covered for fuel. The rest are not. Yeah, the stalls are kind of funky to kind of like click on and get a feel for, but yeah, if you just put another person there, that'll increase the coverage for you. I don't really think I need another person there, so I'm going to remove them. No, probably not East Coast. I got too many plans. So between V Rising and Songs of Conquest, I'm not going to spend another week or two on a Warhammer 3 DLC that plays exactly like the rest of the game to showcase the 3 heroes that I'm not overly excited for, and for 3 factions that I don't really play. So I'm sure it's great. Everyone said it's really cool, but there's no real interest in it for me. The winter season has set in. Okay, Malt House is going. This is upgrading, right? Yeah, absolutely, dude. If it was a high elf DLC, I'd be all over it, man. Or a dark elf DLC, or just a DLC that was actually really engaging for me, I would be about it. But right now, it's just those 3 factions. They all needed work. They all needed love. I'm glad they got it, but it's just. I showed off last stream East Coast the viewer difference between doing a Total War Warhammer anything and me just continuing to cover the games that I want to cover. And I just don't want to play that game anymore. I've just got so many thousands of hours logged into it. It's just draining. I think this guy's here, right? Yeah, that's another big problem I was having. So, this is one dedicated. Good. I don't think we're really needing planks right now. Stone we can sell. Tools we can sell. We need to get some money for the commodity to make the trade route for tools. We're 79 days away from that. Oh, it's fucking cool, all right. But you gotta like these types of games. If you don't like these types of games, you're just not gonna enjoy it. If you want like big grandiose battles, you know where to stick, baby. But if you want kind of fun city builders that also have battles and other things like that, then this is definitely the game. Tools don't do anything right now. They will in the future. But for right now, it's just a cash crop. So my blacksmith here, I'm going to turn them on. We should have quite a few slabs. Yeah, we got quite a few. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Is this on still? Okay, we'll move that tax. I want to try to get this up to 75 so we can get some folk in here. I think it's set in Germany. I think someone said it's like, oh, this is like 1400s Germany. Looking at the armor, it looks like it's like 1440, 1450.
Berries, bursting with flavour and fit for a king.
I think I'm talking about fucking berries on my stream, dude. Did you want some berries? Okay, so let's set this one. The brewery I wanted. I kind of want to dabble and try out a goat shed, but has anyone played with the goat sheds?
Another loyal devotee.
Oh, we need people to produce stuff. That's the problem right there. We just lost someone. Well, I hope you're okay from your surgery, dude. Do you have to have a big one? No, that's right. You don't. It's one of the ones you don't need. It doesn't matter about. It does not matter about size. They're just little hides. I mean, what kind of little hides are we talking here, though? You know, 1 or 2 skins per month. Ah, that's not that great. Main Voidling. The way this game works is it's basically a city builder that also has warfare mechanics. So they kind of put these two together. It's a lot of resource management and trying to maintain a medieval village in like the mid 15th century. But at the same time, it becomes like in 72 days, I'm about to have like a bandit attack. So it does become a bit of a combat game as well. I mean, I could set a couple of these to goats. Like these ones right here, I don't really have set workshops for them. Chickens actually give you meat? Or do they just give you eggs? Sheep over goat. It's definitely very fun. It's definitely very cool. It's definitely tedious, though. There's a lot going on here. When does the patch come out? I'm not sure. There's per person working the tannery unless you have hunters too. Hunters, actually. Good call on the hunters. We're about to start hunting again. I wonder what number I should be hunting down the wild animals to. Like, I have it set to 8. Vegetables, meat, berries, eggs. Yes, correct, Cosmic. The only thing that plot size matters for is veggies and apple orchards. I've always done 10. I just wanted to see what 8 would do, and I haven't really. I think 8's just like a little too long. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, do make that switch to Twitch, and if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used, use it on me. How long burger plots give their hides? We saw Odin's 2 every month. So as one person that does like the head dev, he contracts out all the other work that he needs. Wait until the Sheriff of Nottingham hears of this. A black sheriff? Hey, worked in Blazing Saddles. God, I love that fucking movie.
Another loyal devotee.
So we're coming up.
An earnest
Foragers doing its
disciple.
thing. I mean, I could make the... Actually, you know, this is probably worth it because it also gives me a resource to trade, but I want to establish a trade route for tools. I want to export those tools. Exporting stone, good. Anakin, good. You can probably just not trade that anymore.
Another loyal devotee.
So, now that we have that online, I'm going to unpause my blacksmith. Yeah, good call, Cosmic. I forgot to set that to 0. I just started the trade. So, my blacksmith will now start to produce tools for me. This gives me a little bit of money. We still need to get we need to get 3 level 3 burgage plots. And the reason we want to do that is I want us to get to... Oh. Who the fuck makes helmets? You know who makes helmets? The Armorer's Workshop. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm not fucking smart. I made the blacksmith because I was like, oh, the blacksmith will make my armor. I'm not a smart person. Make sure you check the trade. No, I will. All right. Well, no, though. Do I put this? Do I really put the helmets? Do I put the helmets on a duplex? Do we really do that? That it feels like just putting it on a level 1 slot, level 1, just a single plot is fine enough. Because when we upgrade it to level 3, it becomes 1 to 2. Yeah, Gambesons, I do know they're made of tailors. Helmets are good. I didn't say they're not good. I thought I had them at the blacksmith, Alex. Really what I want is the production of mail. I want my army to be just tanky. Okay, so let's just do armor workshop here. We'll make just one. Because we're going to start coming into we're 54 days away from our attack. What's our plank situation like? Got 19 planks, 19 timber. We can probably chill on timber soon. Yep, church is right here. Really? Eight months. Okay, what's the situation over here? Are we milling? Are we milling and Dylan? Yeah, that's actually doing just fine. Okay. And is our did I set up? I gotta click through all this shit. Okay, brewery is active too, right? Crafting, good. That means they should be storing the ale over here. Good. People say polearms are better for the capability to. They're cheaper to manufacture. You can't see what their actual stats are though, unless you hover over them. I kind of like Spear Militia because it gives me 2. No, we don't have a bakery. We have a public bakery. I have not invested in this, and I won't be. I'll be getting my point here into advanced armor making. I don't know, Cosmic. I've never gotten that far. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I like spears because you also get shields. I am hesitant to build these. Are you winning, Dad? Glenn, we're getting there, man. We do need more families. Well, Banished is a complete game, so consider that too, Mint. Okay, so what the fuck is Banished? Banished. 2014, huh? Oh, I've seen this game. I never played it, though. I saw it, and I was like, oh, I wonder how this is. It's an old one. Yeah, it's weird. There are a lot of texture issues. God damn it, Natalie. Firewood is okay. The book. No, so I redid the save. I brought us back in the save, Ara, so that I could redo the development points. So we actually only have 23 bows. Banished is 1.0, yes. What is V-Rising a type of game? It is a action RPG survival game, and I actually cannot wait to jump into it. A fuck ton! Then came Frostpunk. Yeah, I mean, Banished is, I guess you would say, is probably closer to Frostpunk than anything. I think we're good here. We've threshed everything. Where are you transporting from? Is there something in here to transport? Who put fucking grain over here? Yeah, go transport that grain, baby. Better have... No, you don't want to fully staff this travel. You kind of want to do it as you need it, right? So, like, okay, if I look at this, and let's say this fuel efficiency was at, like, 40%. But I take a look at this, I'm like, man, I've got more than enough firewood. What you should be taking a look at is... Is there a number that I'm not seeing? This is living spaces, which is not equivalent to the amount of burgage plots we've got. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We've got 22 burgage plots. Remember, when it comes to the market, the number you need to satisfy everything is not this number. That's the number of spaces we've got. It's the number of plots. So I've got 22 plots. Doesn't matter if they're duplex. Doesn't matter if they're level 3. It's 22 plots. So I have to have 22 food variety, 22 clothing, 22 fuel, whatever it is, to cover every single thing here. And I think it looks like it's 21 because 100%. Nah, it's probably still 22. You have the number in the village milestones window. Really? Okay, where's that? Where's the village milestone window? Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing. Little pop-up. Cursor over the name. Oh, okay, burgage plots. So yeah, burgage plots, it's telling me that 22, that I've got 22. Okay, thanks. That's good to know. Gerard, thank you, brother. So there's 22, but 7 of those 22. Man, that's actually kind of confusing though. Because if you're looking at this, doesn't it also kind of look like I've got 29 burgage plots? Because if you were to look at that, you'd be like, oh, 29, but I really got 22. So I've got 22 burgage plots. Of those 22, 7 of them are level 2. Because it says level 2 or higher, level 1 or higher. Yeah, I guess it's just like... You don't, Cosmic. You just need... It's 1 food per level per plot. This house is living spaces. Not to be confused with the hit retail outlet. No. Do that. I will buy a horse here eventually, though. We can sell. And we're just going to kind of keep an eye on this. We started selling... This is going to last for about 3 months before we have to worry about that bottoming out. What's up, Roma? How you doing? Okay, so this will produce 1 for 1. Okay. I wish I could set a number here. Does the church and tavern cover the needs for everyone in that region? Yes. As long as I have the means to cover it, Dr. Bootsy. What a fucking funny name. Yes, I'm pressing it. You can see right here, paused. Pressing it, I'm gonna press spacebar. Is the horse like the mule? And I actually have not done anything with the mule. The horse is what allows you to trade more, and you set up kind of your own trade route with the horse. Otherwise, this manual trader, not to be confused with the trader named Manuel, he's off the map right now. Yeah, set good. Like just being able to set an artisan to craft to a certain amount is really good. It would be really good, I think. Do we make a video on that? Because I can get that video to Greg. And that Greg watches these videos. So here's some things. Month tracker. Set production on artisan. Any other requests that you guys would want? Like, yeah, you know, I really wish the game would do this. Oxen are pretty broken too. Yeah, oxen are a little funky. You just kind of have to really manage it and hover over and look at these things. You know what? It'd be interesting if you could prioritize storage too. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to put this... I'm going to allow barley to go here, but it's the lowest priority of storage. Versus, hey, the farmhouse is the highest. Yeah, oh, Tyler, really good one. Harvest all. Storage priority. Because it's like, do you guys ever get one or two items over here in a storehouse or a granary? Like here, for example, I've got 2 grain in here. Get rid of that shit. Yeah, exactly. Just how you have that reserve thing here, right, Gareth? Like, this is something that I kind of wish, like, okay, build to a reserve of this much or something of that sort. Yeah, but I think, Yuzeb, the battles portion of this game is not the biggest priority right now, because I think that's just going to be a matter of balancing and creating some AI framework. I think there's so many moving parts to the actual civic portion that they're like, all right, let's do that first. Yeah, I got time passage on here. I got month tracker, set production on artisans, harvest all, and storage priority. Grain in the granary? Grain in the granary? Madness. Okay, so that's good. That the level 2 slots are set. I'd like to start pushing into level 3s, but I need to build the tavern. Do this. You son of a bitch. Ugh, just barely can't fit. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Yes, Anakin. Can I just do like this? Damn, I wanted to make this whole, like, area, like... Edit a plot size before you build. What do you mean, Cube? So if I go ahead and press this... Be able to pick that up? Like, hold down Alt and drag it away. Kind of like you get over here. Where I go this way. Then, you know what? Let's change this over here. Or let's do that there. Press this, then I can go, oh, you know what? Well, where is it? Add a point. Where's the wall editing button? There it is. Oh yeah, you have to click off it. So yeah, just doing this, you mean, right? I could basically make my own. Kind of like custom build it out like that. That's not a bad idea. Plot. Oh shit! No! Do not do that. That's right. I think I gotta commit it. Or high elves. It's always high elves. High elves are the best faction in the game. That's like that's a lore thing, baby. Yeah, that's kind of like the tricky thing, right? Because I like to do stuff like this. So I need to sometimes put more than 4 points to create these locations because it's going around this. So it's like, oh, okay, it magnets to not right here, but it will right here. Okay, well, there's my second point. Okay, there's my fourth. You know, it can get a little wild that the 4 sometimes just ends up being clunky. 45 days. Tavern's being built. Houses are being built. 4 living spaces. Good there. We're good there. Oh, is the brewery not up? You know what? I should probably actually... The distance between these two is really negligible. Is there even any more? Oh, there still is. Holy shit. I hate to create like work like this, but They're grabbing it, though. I think I might just have to go grab... Ad cancel? Oh, yeah, good call. Oh, also, so for example, if I come to the farmhouse and I build that plowing station, the plowing station won't... I can't add people to this in the time that the plowing station takes to build, and I can't cancel that. So while, yes, cancel the add-ons, but also let me just manage the building if I have an add-on being built. That's exactly why I built it there, Cube. Okay. Stonecutter's Camp is not useful anymore. I guess I could refund myself the money, or the stuff for it. This is coming up here soon. What is this? That's fine. Game editor, map editor, we're gonna make more math. I'm not there yet, travel. I mean, like, that, yes, for sure. But, like, right now, you know, it's like, I don't think that's too much of a game priority. I think we're all good here. Oh, no, there's still a little bit more pressure. An idle worker button. Good call. I mean, yeah, there's that.
Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
You know what I like about this? It's nice, you know? It's like people come into my village. Oh, a nice village you got here. Yeah, I'll check the fucking death pit I created over here, buddy. Our fuel's not really high right now. Oh, it's because we don't have enough wood being chapped. I can stop for a sec. Granary, just go pick this up. These guys are going butt fuck slow. Building tall and conquering all, baby. Go and pick up the malt. Oh, really? It goes to here, huh? Oh, did I really just... I know I'm building? God damn it, man. Good. Another family came in. Not big at all, Trav. I've barely done any of that. Good, more people. What's this situation like? Oh, I don't even like anything, man.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
So why would you want to do that, KK? Like hold the berries for dye production? Is that the point? There we go, high pop growth. Oh, fuck, I forgot to do that, too. Damn it, man. Yeah, that's another thing too, is like speed, Trav. Like, you can go fast forward, but it doesn't really feel like fast forward, you know what I mean? Production. Yeah, you know, it'd be interesting to have an overlay, like a marketplace overlay. Like a marketplace overlay to show me like to show like, okay, if I click the marketplace here and it shows me like like green, orange, red, and things in that red aren't getting hit, but mainly moreover, like, because it's kind of, you kind of get that from this, right? But just to show quickly at a glance, but just like rather than hovering over, quickly at a glance, like, hey, the marketplace, it's going to like feasibly expand out to here within a certain period of time. Or maybe that's like a granary or a storehouse, which you can actually set its work area, right? So I could say, hey, do this here. Radius, yeah. Other market boundaries to be modified, expanded. Oh, like this. Like, oh, grow the marketplace. Well, you can kind of do that by just removing. I could remove this road and just add more to it. Like, I don't think there's anything from stopping me from doing this. Then, like that. It's like, yeah, he could do that, but it's like, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, because it's like we don't really understand what the travel radius is, what the time is. Like, okay, a storehouse going from here to here. What is realistically, what is that time? Like, how much does it really do? In my game, I have 2,500 sheep. They keep breeding. I can't sell them because the market is oversaturated. I love that that's happened to you. Is there someone here dropping stuff off? Good. So if I add a horse here, that horse will be able to transport stuff for me. We could do I could do a quick tax, but I want to get our first they sell my firewood to the house instead of charcoal. So Cosmic, you don't need to worry about that. So if you take a look at fuel here, fuel is the only thing that will double its coverage. If firewood isn't available, they'll use charcoal. Whereas if I look at clothing, level 1 clothing is level 1 clothing across the board. If I have 21 leather and 21 linen, it doesn't matter. I just need 21 of one of those resources to satisfy an urge, as it were, an amenity. So if I were to charcoal and firewood is unique that it will kind of keep your fuel at 100%. Whereas these, I need to have variety, true actual variety. So that is being built. I forgot I had all this flax here. The flax is just chilling. It does add to happiness, though. Yeah, good point, Cube. Having it, so you can see this says market food variety, because I have tons of food variety. That does affect things. Sorry, it just doesn't affect things as far as these amenity ticks. This is level 2. This is the brewery. I do need a tailor now, though. A meat bitcher? That'd be nice. So Charlie tells me you're a bitcher. Oh, butcher. Yeah, no, I'm a butcher. Do you link your own sausage? Name that fucking movie, guys. Yeah, for sure. You know, life's like, see, I wouldn't ask for things that are like, you know, and I really would like a butcher, because you get a sense for that's coming into the game, right? This guy definitely hasn't left any stone unturned. But if we're talking about little improvements of current existing architecture, I think that's a helpful addition. Because us telling him, like, hey, you know what? I'd love if I could just saw a little thing for a month. That's such an easy add. Because there's already something in there that has time. So he can marry those two and connect it to a grafted. So I married an axe murderer. There it is, guys. So I married. Freddy Got Fingered was a good one. I kind of love that movie. When's the last time you saw it, Roscoe? It holds up. It definitely holds up. And anyone who thinks it doesn't is not a fan of comedy. They're boring and you shouldn't have them as friends. Down to 10? Nope, 13. I'm good, Chris. How you doing, man? What? Travel what, dude? Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, do make that switch to Twitch. It does help me out a bit. And if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used, use it on me. Is a trader family that brings things to this trading situation with the merchants and the traders. So when you take a look at the trading post, one family is assigned here. That family, one person in the family will transport the goods to the location. As you can see, transporting, and going somewhere. One person will go out and actually trade. Multiple families here enables more people to transport the goods. Okay, so we're going to start having that radar attack here soon. What is this? Okay, helmets are almost there. Whew, I'm glad I checked this. I do want to make gambesons, so we'll see. But I feel like gambesons aren't... No, we don't make gambesons. We have an armorer. Fuck off. We're not going to do gambesons. We're going to do mail. Mail like a man. So we want to make 5 more helmets. Again, I'm sorry, Travel. I don't really understand what you're saying, man. What's up, man? Man to man. Man Dan. Man to Dan. The man Dan. Man to man Dan. I don't know if they stack. I don't think that they do. Right, correct. I mean, in the real world they did. You wore a padded shirt or a gambeson typically under mail. And as plate progressed, you would use... there's a specific name for it. But plate armor had specific gambesons and padded shirts that had mail on the arms. So rather than it's called like a... It's not called a character, but it's got a name similar to that. Like a shark character or something. But you put this tunic over it, and it would have mail down the arms, and that would cover the openings. I was going to do a history time and teach you mithril undershirt, you say? I was going to do a history time with you guys and walk you through what 1450s, 1460s armor looked like. And what charcuterie, I believe, is the word you're thinking of. Coat of plates would be nice to have. I mean, Brigandine is one of my favorite styles of armor, actually. The man Dan, thank you very much for subbing up with Prime, dude.
Our modest fellowship expands.
My charcuterie, you wily fucks. I love it. I see old people said, I'm not sure if you run into this issue, but how do you get around your farmers getting only maybe 20% of your crop yield each year? I have a town of 300 pop that never gets 400 plus wheat yield per year, only pulling... Are you using crop rotation? Like, are you pressing this button? Don't do that. Eventually do that, yes. Once you start to get a larger population, you want to do that. But manually do this, because right now, in September, they will go and they will harvest all of your crop, and then they will plant it, and then that makes it so right at March starting, they'll start to grow. So yes, if only there were a farming video. I have a whole video on it. You can do that way, but I find that the yield isn't high enough because they just harvest it too early and you don't really gain that much more time actually growing. So by basically adding 2 more months to your growth cycle, your field, because it really doesn't take that long to plow and sow the entire field. If you start right as when March hits, the entire field should be plowed and sowed right at the beginning of April, maybe. So by the time September hits, if you don't have this clicked, it'll keep going. And then I harvest at the beginning of November. And that way everything should get anywhere from 80 to 100% growth. Every field reads as a 100% growth before sowing. Or I reaping, yeah. But that never gets to the 400 plus yield. I think it's 1 family per 0.55 Morgan fatfish. Texture pop, that's what it's all about. I don't... You can harvest in November, yeah. You have to just turn off the auto one. I have all these man-to-man, Dan. So I don't really restart. I go to points in my brain and go, oh, that's what I wanted. So I just load it in. Okay, Steam, Castle, Enemies, Pre-Farm, Farm 2-3. Good start right here to talk about what's a windmill, new farming, Good Start 3, Stream 1 here, Farm New Year, Ox, Pre-Fight, Market Saturation. These are like basically chapters from videos that I've done. And I can then use those. By the way, windmill's making grain, Alex, it should be using grain. Okay, so they're all good. So we can pull them off that. Do I have... Okay, total and unassigned. Okay, so we're going to assign them in a second here. We're going to come into... We're probably 10 days away. Ooh, this is not going to be fun. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Logging camp. Okay, timber I need. I don't know how long a forester hut takes, by the way. These all sapling trees. Oh, dude, they planted a shit ton. Gonna have them work over here for now. Fuel we're gonna run out of soon. So they use more fuel during the winter, obviously, than not. Don't we need planks to jump to level 3? We do. We need a good amount of planks, actually. What's the issue here? We're the 5 families that are just 5 finger fucking themselves somewhere. Okay, what are our helmets? Okay, pause. Where are you? Fletcher is paused. Armor can pause. Yes, Tony, correct. Control wheel will make it larger and smaller. So, advanced, click, control wheel, bigger and smaller. So we have 358 regional wealth, which is good. I can convert 50% of that at one point just directly to... We should be... I'm actually going to stop for a sec, because our trade is going to hit a point where it's going to have to... It's going to be oversaturated. They're probably at the pub waiting for the damn ale. But the ale, we barely have any ale. Maybe we don't. Maybe we actually have some good ale. We're holding on to the ale, though, for a reason. I'm basically stockpiling as much of it as I can. And then I'm going to use that ale to burst a bunch of level 3 houses. Because if I just have it on right now, it creates, yeah, cool, you've done it. You've made the ale. But if I basically wait and put the tavern online, when I'm ready to upgrade, I can go 1, 2, 3 and upgrade all 3 of them. Quack shot. You need to put more people in your storehouse. All right, 7 days, and then the raiders are coming. I don't know where we are in this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm not worried. I'm worried. But we have to set the work area here. I'm going to limit this work area to this one. I'm going to do this. Limit that work area like this. Limit this work area. This. You know, I don't know how completely a field has to be covered. Like, okay, so you see how this, if we look at the circle here, right above my head, right where my head is. Is that field considered covered in the work area? Or does it go, nope. Because it's not like trees. We're talking about a field, a yes or a no to a field. So we can experiment. I'll just click this. If not, if that doesn't consider it's not being considered covered, then this field will just not get plowed or sowed. Because I've considered these 2 covered by this area and these 5 covered by this area. 6. So it's 6 and 6. So that is considered covered. You ready? The edge of the circle and not the field. They're like, no. I'm not going to finish that. No, sir. Get your fucking berries here. Okay, so they can stop there. It seems to be the entry points. Best ratio for farmer to fields. I'm travel, just make about half Morgan to make about 0.4 to 0.6 Morgan fields. That's all you gotta worry about. And then just make a ton of them. Got it. So it's the actual entry point. So up here, up here, up here. These little kind of entry points. Are they union or not? Hold down control and use the mouse wheel to move. Okay, so I think we're good. We're constructed enough shit over here. Oh, with alternate farm process and the specific fields using small circles to assign area works. Okay. Yeah, my pleasure, man.
Another loyal
3,
devotee.
2. Get to March, please. This is gonna fuck up my... Let's save right here. Okay, raiders. So the raiders are coming. They're coming from across the map. It should give us about a month. Wooden parts are just used for selling right now. Berserker Geo. Farmers will still harvest every field outside of their designed field. Oh, which reminds me. Okay, we shut off all forced early harvests. Good. What do you mean, realistically? Oh, yeah, no, dude. I was just saying that earlier. Like, don't abuse the game because the game's just going to get patched. Because Greg's going to see it and go, I'll fix that. We got 2 big bad boys coming. Well, the tests have shown those are not good. Plot. The 2-plot veg plot? What are you talking about, Rez? Eventually, Bo. Bo, do you just not want me to stream any of the games that I've been streaming? Every game I stream, you're like, are you gonna play any other of the games that I've seen you play before? Okay, that church bells, right? So now we're in March. So let's determine our fields. Barley's 44 here. Barley's 40 there, and barley's 34 here. We're gonna do barley here again. We probably shouldn't. What is a wheat? What did we drop to? 40 something over here? Oh, 50. Okay. 60. Okay. So what you should know is The yield, this percentage doesn't dictate yield. It's basically how long you can actually maintain crop in this location. Strat was telling me that it's not so drastic that 0% and 100% don't have like different yields. It's that pretty much like 60% to 40% have roughly the same yield, but you have to let it fallow for longer if you drop to the lower percentage points. So you basically get a little bit more for a higher percentage. So what we could probably do here, what are these? These are 53, 54, 53, 34. Okay, so we're not doing flax here. I think for sure this is wheat. This is wheat for sure. Now, I could do wheat again here. And I think I wheat again in this location. And we just do flax all here. This is all flax. What do you guys think? Because we're going to have a higher demand on our clothing here soon. Cannot grow corn. And I think we just wheat. We could fallow, but what we do is we just go overboard with our wheat this year, and we fallow the wheat fields for the next month and next year. And then we take these and we wheat them next year. So basically we'll have a 4-crop flax field, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crop wheat field, and a 2-crop barley field. I could probably even make, I actually don't think I can. I think this is not going to work. Field. Barley. Oh, spotty and shitty. I could make another barley field here too. What do you guys think? Okay, so barley, since it's not our food source, but it is important, we're going to keep it at medium. Medium, 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 medium. Wheat is our highest one. No, it's not peaceful. We got folk coming. And I'm going to pull these guys off, 1, 2. I don't think you can get to it. Well, you could get to it in this stage. Just don't want to shut off a forester right now. Sparkle. Oh, I've got so many. I didn't realize I got so many people. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Another one here. And I just want them to go to town here. So what's going to happen is these are going to work these 6 fields, and this is going to work these 7 fields. And it should be fine. Flax, 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 flax. That's flax we'll put up to a little bit higher up, just so that they naturally go and do flax first, and then go do the wheat, or wheat first. Well, in this situation, they'll do the wheat, and then they'll go do the flax. In this situation, they're going to do the wheat, and then they'll go do the barley. I don't think the oven's got any more. Oh, it's got plenty more. I always just throw shit tons of people at this stage in the game. Like, these guys are going to come here. I can probably get all this done and have my militia out in time if we do this. I could do like a quick 50% tax, though. It's going to tank my approval, but I'd get enough for 50 treasury. Simon, thank you very much for watching, my man. What would it be? 10% of that would not be enough. I mean, 50 would definitely work, right? 4 times. 20? 20 would get us there. 15? 15. Let's do 15%. We're just gonna take a quick 10% hit. But what'll happen is you could kind of game this too. We just started March. I could actually wait and do this right before the month ends. So I can make it so that this gives us 50-50 armory, and then I'm good. Or I could wait until right before April, set this to 15. I convert the treasury, then drop it to 0. Like this. We'll do that. They're going to go thresh these fields, right? Yeah, good. One of them should already, yeah, okay, so the ox is already over here. There's a bug. This ox is already doing this field, even though it's set to medium. Elfloid, this maximizes our gain. Should I get a horse? The horse goes into the stable, though, so it's like we kind of lose that. Okay, look at that. Ox is just plowing through these hood rats over here. And they're not even through this area, so we got plenty of time. The horse is for trade, by the way. It just helps direct trade into in and out of my regions. What? It allows for more trade by my individual trader. I could make some sidearms for a bit, but I just can't. I don't have the population to support sidearms is the problem. And for what I understand, sidearms are actually not that much better than spears. Does anyone know? I think someone told me this. Okay, they're doing that. So you'll see this is already plowed. We're almost done. So if you don't do that, so the way that works, Elfloid, is you actually spend more time allowing the crop to completely grow, and then you actually just harvest it in November. So we actually get a larger yield. Sidearms are worse. Okay, I thought that was the case. I don't think bandit camps do exist, and they use a small shield. Yeah, so fuck that shit. So we're probably I'm gonna set my soldiers up here. They're probably faster. I could see that little DJ. Still working. And once all these fields are grown, they're not. So I'm just keeping an eye on them because I don't want to muster my units when they're like right here, because my units will come out at low morale. Okay, that's all grown. Perfect. So yeah, Fless, what's your opinion? Flessin 19, guys. If you do not know who Flessin is, please go and check out Flessin 19. He's in that same cut as Strat Gaming. He knows tons about Bannerlord and now tons about Manor Lords. He does tons of testing. Please go and check his channel out. He is a smaller YouTube channel, but he deserves to be much larger. So what is your take then, Fless, on spearmen versus armsmen versus sidearm men at arms versus pole arms? trying to get these fields closer to like being done. It's very low barley all of a sudden. A real low barley. You can stick with that, Jay, or Floyd. So the problem is, Floyd, that farms right now are very weird. They might say 100%, but it won't actually be its 100% potential. So I kind of just bounce them around and do it manually. Growing, growing, perfect, perfect. Growing, growing. About to. Nope, nope. Okay.
You spat it in my face. Tried to carve me a new nipple.
What about my nipple? Foxesbeplowing.com. Good. Good, Anakin, good. Okay, so we should probably start mustering our forces. Create a unit of spear militia. And we'll create a unit which will... They should take the helmets. Yes, good. You already know I'm manually crop rotating, so I don't do that. And create some archers. We will muster and rally everyone to right here. We're going to miss a little bit of the plotting, planning, and growing, but we'll be fine. Yeah, everyone's coming out. What do you mean equipment's missing? Oh, it's just not enough to make a full unit. That's weird. They got them kettle helms on, baby. We're just getting everyone out. It definitely is very viable, fat fish. So they usually just, like, even if I stood over here, they would just come in a straight line down the pipe. So what we want is kind of a nicer open field. The elevation, I'd like a better elevation here, but we'll do this. Apparently there's a bug right now with that.
Run back to formation.
I'm going to use the retinue as kind of like an anvil here, or a hammer. I don't know if they'll chase after my archers if I have them set like this. It will be land for the archers? Okay, well then let's... They're like magnets. Well then if that's the case, let's bring the archers behind. And then I'll shift the archers once we actually attack. Oh, don't run, please. No, I've actually noticed that too, Rat. Or, Flask. I'm gonna do this.
My liege. Men. My liege. Your orders.
So you can see the, if you can't see it, I'll show you once we get everyone set up here. Hold the ground. So the archers, if I select them, you see their firing range, their firing arc. It's pretty cool, right? Well, I'm going to displace them over here once we do stuff. Oh, wait, you know what? You know what? Oh, shit. Shit. I thought I hit the back of them. Are my archers wearing helmets? Don't take the helmets from the guys that need the helmets, please. Let's do... and not have that in the way. Hold on. There we go. There we go. That's what we call a thumbnail. Oh, look at this dude right here. Right in the sun. Look at this guy prays into the sun right there. This is like the best arc I can do, unfortunately. So archers in the Middle Ages, for those that don't know, if you didn't want a history time, you didn't know you were getting one today probably. Archers in the Middle Ages would vary their fire. The front row would typically fire straight. The back row would fire up like this. Kind of more like that and like that. So what would happen is you would have people would raise their shields to block the arrows and they would get caught in the belly. Or they would switch their volleys, shooting up, shooting forward, shooting up, shooting forward, shooting up, shooting forward. So this would force people to get caught in different shots. Now, it's because the nature of medieval combat was not what Braveheart was, right? You watch Braveheart's a really good example of medieval combat where it's like people just run and they go and clash together. What's really cool too is like this is actually kind of how Middle Ages combat worked. It wasn't just in these large, huge open fields. Like Bannockburn wasn't fucking fought. Oh, good place here. Like no, it was through the fields and farmlands and pastures of the rural portions of medieval Europe. So like having a big battle here is truly a kind of like true to form. They would just fight wherever they could, wherever they would have stuff happening. Woods is another really good example. Like the Swiss did not have access to large amounts of horsemen. So what they would do is they would ambush their aggressors in any way that they could, typically using mountain passes or woods to make it so they could actually fight toe to toe. Not his entire life sieges and skirmishes like this were the norm. Yeah, 100%. So massive, huge battles. Cressy, Bannockburn, Cressy, Touche Ara. What's that fucking other one that's really, really popular? The countrymen, lend me your ears. Band of Brothers, Agincourt. Those are rare instances where armies decided to meet in a location. Most of the time, it was rallied troops fighting in locations to fight an oncoming army. They're like, oh shit, they're right here. And the majority of medieval armies were comprised of, which is actually this is kind of apropos. They were predominantly militia. Then you had your men-at-arms, your retinue, your house soldiers. And these were supplied directly by the Lord. They maybe were part of minor nobility, stuff like that. They were usually something that was attached to the feudal lord that they were fighting for. And then you had a large amount of mercenaries, a ton of mercenaries. Battle of Hastings fought in the town of a battle by a monastery, 100%. And it was chosen too because it was like, oh, okay, well, let's rally to this point. Oh, fuck, they're right there. It wasn't even like, we're going to have the fight here. That one, and Hastings was also kind of moved a bunch of times. Godwinson was like, oh, okay, we're over here, but now we're over there. And it just kind of became, oh, now we're fighting. Yeah, War of Roses is, I would say more 100 Years' War for me is peak medieval warfare, because the War of the Roses is a lot of British tomfoolery in trying to fake out a lot of fights of like, oh, we've got people here, but we're not fighting, we leave. And a lot of that would happen, especially through the 100 Years' War, as you have, God, what's the name? A chevauchée. As you had these armed incursions, right? The armed chevauchés that Britain would, the UK, not the UK, England, would run up and down the coast of France. And it was basically French and English troops chasing each other around to try to force a fight. Because you, more often than not, if you didn't have matching or overwhelming odds, you ran from the fight, or you tried to outsmart their maneuvers or outflank them. Trying to force the field engagement was what majority of medieval warfare actually was to put them into a position where they had to stand and actually fight. And that's why, like, the Battle of Crécy is something that kind of came about as a result of forcing a fight after chasing for so long. And Crécy is in 1300 or 1400. I'm mispronouncing it. Sorry, French speakers. 1346. I was like, I think it's like middle of the 14th century. 1346. We kind of think of Middle Ages too as like, oh, the night ends with gunpowder. Not true, right? Like, the height of the Middle Ages, a knight in shining armor, is a convention of the 1450s, 1460s. And the 1450s and 1460s is when medieval armor kind of goes from plate and mail to plate. And Battle of Crécy is in 1346, and there's cannons in that. So I think a lot of our perception of the Middle Ages is kind of befuddled by a lot of media consumption of what the Middle Ages might be. Shit-covered peasants that are just have half a tooth, and knights in shining armor fighting for 700 years. And that's not really the case. You really only get fully plate-armored knights in the latter 100 years of the Middle Ages, which lasts from like 600 AD. So fucking what? 1638? When does Renaissance start? (1490s) Not Renaissance. I'm not thinking of Renaissance. There's a specific. Was that the Renaissance? 1560s, the world was reborn. 15. I guess the beginning of it. It began in Italy during the 14th century. 1453. But either way, it's a lot of heavy plate armor comes from the 15th century, and I will show you specifically. Oh, this is a cool illustration, because you have a bunch of different conventions of what kind of happens with plate armor too. Here, you thought you were going to watch a fight right now, didn't you? Stupid. So this is kind of a cool distinction of the different, and this is actually, I'd probably even argue, a little wrong. But Gothic is what we would assume to be German. Milanese would be assumed to be obviously Italian, and Kastelbrust, I believe, is kind of like a synthesis between the two. And English is its own situation. And you also have a lot of French and Spanish types of armor. But what happens here too is this is what armor becomes. You have a breastplate, which is this back here, and then you have a placard that now is posable and moves in the front. And eventually this goes further forward and gives us a larger placard into like the later 15th century, the early 16th century, where you have a thicker piece of metal here that can just outright deflect bullet shots. And even if it goes through, it has a whole nother breastplate to hit. It was a placard that would go over. So if you had your breastplate here, you had also padded armor underneath it, but a breastplate was here, and then your other one would sit in front, and it would be curved like this. So and it was thicker in the front, like that. It would thicker in this area and be thinner towards the outside. But what you see here is a difference in this portion, the kind of the crotch region, as it were. And you've got, and also different couters, these guys right here, these little covers over their arms, because it's different in the style of fighting. And with English actually fought a lot on horseback, on foot, especially through a lot of the ages in which this armor is pretty relevant. So this gives them large amounts of coverage in the places that they need it. But when you see something like this is actually kind of, I would argue this kind of becomes a little bit more like that. As people get richer, people can afford horses, and the horses need to be bred to take on the load of a knight. By the end of like the Middle Ages, quote unquote, we're talking like 200, 300 plus fucking pounds of overall poundage on these horses. So horses had to be swapped out all the time between the horse armor and the armor of the knight. One knight would typically have 3 horses. So they would do some stuff on the battlefield, then they'd run back to camp, swap horses, and go right the fuck back out there. And fighting and jousting had totally different armors too. The frog helm, where it's like comes like this. It's because you had to dip your head down, and you could see like this, and then right before your lance hit, you'd bring your head up. So any shatters would come and would deflect off of kind of how this looks. But this is a close helm. That's like a bassinet. This is it's not a sallet, it's a sallet. I thought it was a sallet. And sallets have a bever, which is a big old metal piece right here. But these little things right here are pretty important, because you have your Schweisses, your legs, your vambraces down here at the bottom too. And you can tell too at the bottom, you see some people don't have covered feet. That depended. If you were on foot, a lot of the times your feet were covered because people with pole axes would stab your feet, your uncovered feet. Yeah, I think it's about 2-3 times. And this right here, these folds, there's a specific word for it. That is called a fold, F-A-U-L-D, but there's another word I'm thinking of for the skirt that I can't think of. Oh, shit. Not a drape. This also has a different term, too. Not a placard. My brain is now starting to get all over the place. Let me see if I can find the picture of it real quick over here. Because those folds have a specific terminology. That's it. So this is a fold, but this is called a lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lane fold. And those folds would basically, when you'd go to sit into a horse, they would scrunch up and allow you to have posability and lift your leg. So this allows you to get on horses, off horses, and stuff like that. Where English, which would fight both on foot or on horseback, depending on what would happen, you have these little things here rather than a longer fold, and the less lanes on your fold, which allows you to kind of still have coverage over those mailed regions of your armor, but at the same time still have the posability to get on and off of a horse. But it just kind of depends on the region. All these things, lane. That was it. It was lane. L-A-M-E is how. Yes, Nature Boy is how it's spelled. This whole thing is the fold of 4 lames. But then you've got, like this right here, this is a little lance rest. So you could have your lance here. You've got your, like when you think of a vambrace, this is your vambrace. This is your guard brace up here. There's another word for this one. It's like something other brace. This is your placard. And there's different forms. Like see how this covers your right arm and not your left arm. Like this, you're assumed to have a shield in one and have a weapon in the other. So you need more posability over here. Tassets. Thank you. This is a tasset down there. There's just so many little conventions. By the time that plate armor got to this point, it was crazy. It was really, really, really in depth. Flexibility. Yeah, exactly. Like, and we think of like knights as like, oh, I'm clanking after you. Like, no. All this armor was extremely posable, and these people fought in this armor, were trained in this armor for years. You squired until you were able to wear it, and then when you would wear it, you were training with it. They could roll and stand up. It's why I actually really like the movie The King, because it does show how armor can get pretty a big clusterfuck. But at the same time, it shows that they were very posable, they were very movable, they could do a lot of they could do a lot of stuff with it. There's some of the armor that gives some good movement. There's some reports of knights training and basically doing tumbles. Yeah, 100%. I was just saying that they could just straight up move and somersault around and like, oh shit, I'm gonna roll underneath you. I mean, you're not as nimble in a guy in cloth, but at the same time, you weren't completely this bogged down thing. And you can see too these all are articulating. There's these small little rivets that it's called like a hidden rivet or a grooved rivet or something like that. But it allows those things to just kind of mesh and move together as you were to supposedly move your arm around. It's really, really, really wild how all this worked. And you have, like, you can see the straps on these, but at this top, at the top of this one, you can see all this stuff has anchor points up and down the arm. So if I've got The King, Guy Shard, it's The King on Netflix. It follows Henry VIII, or Henry the Fifth, Sixth, Fifth, Sixth, Fifth, the Fifth, Agincourt. It's Battle of Agincourt. So you'd tie up here, then you'd tie down here, and all this would support itself upward. So it wouldn't just simply be, hey, I'm gonna put this metal pauldron on you, bop, and oh, okay, what the fuck? I can't move it. Like, no, it was all supported against the tunic that was worn underneath. Henry V. There we go. Dude, people shit on the movie The Last Duel. I loved it. The fight at the end of The Last Duel was very good. But you guys didn't think you'd be jumping into a wild history conversation, but there you go. Storytime VOD. I mean, I did want to... I was actually going to pivot the channel. The channel, this was going to become a history channel. I was going to pivot away from video games and just do history. Yeah, there are parts of it definitely hard. Fight video. I'll need that. Dude, look at these guys just getting plucked apart. Okay, way to take the charge. Okay, so that's happening over there. We're going to displace our archers. And we're going to take our retinue. You know what's also kind of cool is this? I think this might be a bug, but... Okay, I don't know why you did that. I don't know. I'm going to see how this works. I don't know how effective it's going to be. Going to be 4-on-1 over here, dude. You're definitely going down. I love Joan of Arc. I've kind of done a little bit of a combo of it, Simon. Dude, my guys are actually kind of getting their asses handed to them. Yeah, my guy died. No! I don't know what happens when you lose a member of your retinue. Yeah, we lost a member of the retinue. I kind of want to, you know what? I want to try something here. Let's reload that and let's try a different tactic. Had bad growth like 3 times. I think it's just kind of the way it happens, Jake. Let's get these guys over here. In a lot of the Middle Ages and especially Antiquity and Classic era, we think of these massive kind of like battles right here. I'm actually want you guys to run. That's good. That's a better charge for them. Oh man, we're losing it. We're losing spears. Oh man, we're like really losing spears. I wonder if I'm just shooting my own spears though at this point. Like we're gonna win, but let's try this now. And I'm just testing different things here to see how this works out. No, I was gonna say armies back then actually fought by pause. Are you in stand your ground? No, stand your ground. That's what you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be shoot at will. No, do not do that. You. Come over here. Hard. No, you, okay, that's not what I wanted. It does tank their morale though, but you can see if you hold down tab. Oh, lost a retinue guy. I didn't want them to kind of hit that way. So you're kind of just seeing, so we won, and you can see how effective like a rear charge is, right? Like, I think we just kind of just stay with that, right? The Archer buff pad, that's coming. I don't know, Mortash. Oh, armies didn't. So in the Middle Ages and in Antiquity, armies didn't just smash into each other and just have a huge hodgepodge melee. The first two rows fought. And that's what we think actually happened with Roman modular, whatever the fuck it is. So rather than having the whole line shift, okay, the front and second rows, they shift out. The second and third rows shift out, and they just keep rotating them around so that it was constantly putting someone different in there. Not the legions. There's a specific term for them swapping out the ranks, and I can't remember the name of it. Okay, let me try one last thing here. I want to see how much of an effect. Maniple, thank you. It feels like gas molecules. I think we do that. These guys over here. The point is, let's try to pepper this second one coming in. Yeah, this is what I want. I want to see what it just outright to just completely shoot into their ass. I was a little too, like, askew. Like, we're still losing men, that's fine. But I want to see, like, but we're killing them way faster now. That's fine. I wanted them to kind of get stuck to to anchor that side and push that side in. Yes, Eric. But I'm also referring to the fact that... Oh, no. Stop that. Referring also to the fact that it wasn't just this massive melee like we see in a lot of... I did. I definitely did. But that's what I wanted to... we've seen a lot of movies. It was more of the front skirmished with the other front. And the back was in reserve. Not now, but I'm sure there might be. Okay. These guys are probably coming back. And we're going to get more people back in here. We're still in March, so it's all right. Cool thing, though, if I put someone at a church, they will go and take care of these corpses all the way around. So the church will put them in the corpse pit as well as in the church if they need to be. We will need to make an armor joiner's workshop for more shields here soon. No, Rambos, there's not. Maybe not yet, but as of now, no, there is not. Now I could... I was gonna say I could expand north, but I'm not gonna. So this guy's gonna go do a little expandy poo. But we don't need any more oxen. We just need to go do that. This one field needs planting. It's being planted. These are planted. Not needing more oxen here. Not planted. Okay. What are you selling here? What is this? Nothing to sell here, buddy. I mean, I could just make pole arms instead. I think it's kind of weird that if your soldiers die, you can't, like, basically loot them, you know? Well, Vlad, they're saying it's expensive to do spearmen because you need to make shields and you need to make spears, versus it's large shields specifically, versus just pole arms just need the pole arm. And then this needs a plank. So it's basically you need 3 planks to output them versus this is just 1 plank. I need more planks again soon though. What's my...
Summer's coming soon.
In it though. These people are just, yeah, they're all done. Flying by hand? Where? Oh. Look at you, helping out. Here, Rambo. It's right here. You guys do want to purchase the game and help me out, you can use that Nexus store. It's 25% off. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, make the switch to Twitch. Weaver's workshop is working.
another loyal devotee.
And if you are on Twitch and you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, please sprinkle it on me. So I do... Okay, you know what? Taxes. We're going to do a... 15%. We're about to hit April.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Mr. Fluffy Bunny, thank you. And Blubble Dings, thank you very much both for subbing up here on Prime. Very much appreciated, guys.
It fills you with
Very, very much appreciated. Birdie's Done Tavern is not ready yet. We still have plenty of hops to... Malt House is all empty? Oh no, I think I turned on the Malt House thing over here. I did. Okay, so the malt's got 35 to go through. We got plenty of... We're going to be in good... This is going to be a pretty big year for us. We need to kind of set up, though. That's all regrown. This is out. This is gone. Good. We'll put people over there. Are these all done yet? Growing, 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 growing. Not yet any of those. These are all done, though. Put 2 people over here. Now, our tax are it's gonna hit us and it's not gonna be good. They're not gonna like it.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
But it's gonna give us enough to get more retinue. Why is that there? It's coming. We're going to hit that. We're going to hit April pretty soon. That's why I'm doing this. Well, I'm just doing it really quick, Fless. Then I'm going to drop it back down. Probably like 5%. I had it at 5% earlier, and someone just didn't get that. They're like, why would you do that? I'm like, because that's a little bit every month that goes towards a larger sum. I can't. The bodies are being buried. I can't do anything about it, Viking. It's going to take their precious time. We need more logs again. Yeah, we need logs again. Woodcutter's up. Saw pits. Okay. Mining camp's got people in it. WMM, thank you for subbing up with Prime as well.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
We're getting there, man. I'm trying to. Well, yeah, we just lost a bunch of stuff, too. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And we're just trying to... I'm trying to get this all planted here.
A steadfast supporter.
So these say this number, but it's not. It's going to actually be more than that. So, well, happy to help you out, my man. Happy to give you all the info you need to become the very best. Last one, 91. Okay.
Summer's coming soon. Soon it beats the summer.
Perfect. Drop everyone from here. I'm going to put one more person here just to get this done with. I'm going to put people in logging camp again, and we'll have 2 people building. We got 3 living spaces. We've got the tavern up. Okay, good. So, and the weaver should be making us clothes right now. Where's our tailor? See, I wish I could just... Brewery. Actually, I don't think I made the tailor yet. Yeah. I did not. I just can't really afford to lose a family right now. I don't. I'm not gonna put 2 people. That's the brewery. Okay. How much linen do we have?
Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly.
0. We got 11 bodies now. All right. Huge hit to our that. That's okay. Taxes are now dropped to 5%. We will go here to our retinue. And I just want to expand here. I don't know. Upgrade armor. Pay the price to import the armor for this retainer. Buy locally. Ah. That'll be fun. So yeah, now that we've got a lot of the base resources to do a lot of things, we're going to start worrying about setting up our... What was I going to say? Level 3 slots. That saved? Nice. There's a quick save button? I knew that. Yeah, guys. Be right back. I gotta pee real quick, guys.
I've only begun.
Hell yeah, Grizz. So what would you guys? No, I went pee. What video would you like to see? I think that this video on like changes that we'd like to see is a pretty cool one. Are there any other subjects? Like, I mean, I could do one on marketplace. Do you guys want me to do one on marketplaces? Is there any subject in specific that kind of like stands out that you need more explanation on? I was thinking of doing one on like developments. And not necessarily a tier. I mean, maybe I could do a tier list. Like, hey, like trade logistics isn't good if you don't take better deals, in my opinion. Or like basic armor making like kind of sets the way down to here, but it only really you should take this if you have certain situations. So it's like tier lists are hard because the tier list is like, this is subjectively objectively a good choice no matter what, right? Like that's what an S tier is. Whereas so many things in this game are very situational. Like, yeah, this is really good if you have rich animal deposits. If you don't, it's not good. Same thing with deep mining or with basic armor making and advanced. Like if you can't leverage those, then it's not great. You send villagers between regions in case one has a disaster or something. That's an interesting idea, Silas. I haven't played enough of that kind of stuff. Vlad, I know you're saying no tier lists, but you don't make content for money, brother. And you have to understand that tier lists are something that's one of the things that people love to click on. They love to consume and they love to disprove it. They like to say, nope, this is a shit tier list and here's why. They love to do it. Tier lists are the closest thing I would make to incendiary content. Because incendiary content always brings views, right? Like people like if you like Manor Lords, you're wrong. If I made that fucking video, people would be like, what? But I don't like, that's why I said like a tier list. That's why I was saying a tier list wouldn't work in period though, because of the nature of how the game operates and how these operate with the game. Like if you spawn in and this is your thing, well, okay, well, so with my current situation, none of these are good really. Because this requires me to have enough wild animals to have a passive income of meat, to double the amount of meat harvested by hunters, and to get more hides. I still only am going to kill 9 animals every kind of quote unquote season that I can take advantage of it, so it's not useful. Or this too, doubles capacity of all berry deposits. Yeah, if I don't have rich one, what's the point here? Like, you're going from 64 to 128, which is good, but it's still going to kind of have an issue. Yeah, this is me in the corner. I fucking hate those. I can't stand them, dude. I have to go to sleep at night, you know? And that's just not going to help me sleep. I have a hard enough time as it is.
He spat it in my face and tried to carve me a new nipple.
Greater logistics and better deals are always a no-brainer for me. Yeah, if you don't really have the leverage for those, Rad, it's not as huge, right? Like, yeah, okay, you can choose trade logistics, which just reduces it to 25. And you can jump into better deals. But if you don't really have, like, let's just assume that I had berries, which I'm never going to trade, and I had fertile foil, which I'm never going to really trade, right? So then it wouldn't make it as worthwhile to do tons of trade, because the only thing I could probably trade that's a reliable resource is something like wooden parts. Tools are going to be finite because my iron deposit's finite. Clay tiles is going to be finite and a required good to expand with Burgage Plot 3s. So it's like trade logistics and better deals are really good, but they can also not be good. It's a bit of a trap. Same thing here with these. These are not always amazing. I think charcoal burning is kind of one of the ones you should always take. That and I personally think that heavy plows you should always take. That could be it, you know, rad, like, okay, in the event that you don't have rich deposits that really are marketable, it's a better late game, late development option, because you only get 6 development points in the current. Oh, I don't know if you zoom out, you can see the fucking clouds light up with lightning. So I think, yeah, maybe it's a better 5th and 6th development points. Oh, that's fucking cool. Dude, that's fucking cool. Than it is like development 1 and 2, you know? I personally like, oh, dude, that is really going off over there. I kind of always choose heavy plow. It's like the first thing I jump into. Apple orchards take a very long time to kind of go online. And I think that the orchards in general are going to be fixed. Like, you're not going to get as much of a gain out of them. Sheep and fertilization, that all makes sense if you want to go down that route. And the bakery extension, but that then just kind of turns that region into that focus. You and your mom are morning. Okay, so this is going to come back up. Yeah, it could, bless, but that's what I was saying. Like, I wouldn't want to, because it would just be, it would not be a focused tier list. Because they would be like, okay, this is S tier if you've got this. This is F tier if you've got that. You know? Yeah, this is the baker's dozen over here. Alright. So who is at what? I feel like I've just got no workers right now. A new family started moving in. Good. I need them. We're almost done with these. 5 more. We need to... Are these unhoused? Okay, so we should probably start producing these. We're really low on fuel, though. So we're producing that. Oh, that's why. That'll fix that. That'll fix that, pig. It's because we don't have enough firewood. Without ice cream? I believe that there is evidence of that, of ice cream. Ice cream in the Middle Ages. During the Middle Ages, sorbets and ice creams were introduced in Europe and were typically made from fruit juices, honey, snow, or ice. Locke, absolutely, man. Happy to help you out, my dude. And shoot for 3 mil views. I haven't had ice cream in forever. Ice plus salt in a bowl, then add a smaller bowl in it to make ice cream. There you go. They just didn't have refrigeration, you know? They kind of had, like... They didn't have refrigeration as we think of it. But they did have types of food refrigeration and like food preservative. God, I don't even have no stores left for... Oh, shit. What's going on over here? Why isn't the bread being picked up? Somebody go pick that fucking bread up. Natalie, have you tried... It's like that, it's like an ice cream. It's like 100 calories or something. It's got high protein content. Deep Sellers is 100% how they used to do it. There's something I can't think of it. It's a specific brand, Natalie, and I can't think of it. Fuck. Okay, Vlad, calm the fuck down, dude. High protein ice cream. Halo Top. 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 Some of their flavors are not good. Some of the other ones are really good. Vlad's over here trying to offer dick pics at a premium. I'm gonna get some Slavic cack. Hey, the Forester's Hut's going to work. So I said this is the region for the Forester's Hut, and you can see it's happening. And the logging camp is doing its thing over here as well. I'm just kind of letting it expand over here. I'm not effectively doing this right now, but it's fine. Why does Canada continue to have trade embargoes on silly things? Makes the best ice cream and watch all the cheeseheads lose their mind. And see, that's the problem is, you know, there's just not good cheese in Wisconsin or in Vermont. You know, you think about it. I hope that's a joke, Vlad. Forces logging work in conjunction. I haven't been able to figure out how it works. Oh man, so what you would do is you'd have your foresters, you'd go to advance, you'd limit the work area like this, and you'll have these are all forested trees. So they'll go ahead and plant these down. I think ideally what you should do is have overlapping regions. I don't really know enough about how foresters really work. Like if I have 2 people here, how much more of a yield is that? And I think it takes like a full year for all the trees to grow. But pretty much foresters and logging camps can, I think it's like you have 2 here and 1 here. You just need more than one or the other to ensure like growth. Okay, Thought Pit's making my planks. Tools, I think we can go back to trading. Of course, man. I'd have to ask Strat. He would definitely know. We have completely shut off our stone. We're about to lose all of our clay in due time. Oh, there she is. Are you finally moved to Denver, Colorado land? Have you left Alabama? How is it? How is your new move? Why did you do this to yourself? Roll Tide. Rachel's gonna be saying roll Tide all the time now. I do need to get that Taylor online though. War Eagle. Oh shit. I hope the Rockies erupt into a volcano just for you, Rachel. What is it? Isn't it Go War Eagles or Damn War Eagles or whatever? You're LASIK and Auburn, damn. What are you talking about? War Damn Eagle, that's it. War Damn Eagle. I don't know. I haven't made any chicken coops. Should I make some chicken coops? 1, 2, 3 chicken coops maybe? I definitely have the money. Add some little bit of food variety. Why do I have 2 people there? Jesus, no wonder. Right, so that's all set. Alright, chicken coops are online now. Now we got some chicken production. Why does it say +1? Oh, because I thought that usually meant that we have uninhabited that many. Fuck that up, huh? Field's coming along nicely. South Africa. Okay, man. Have a good night. Thanks for jumping in, dude. Thank you for subbing up with Prime, man, Dan. I did not forget. Okay, so fuel's coming back online here, too. That should be okay. No, it's just you do it to plant corpses to bury corpses. Rob. About to make a ton of money when this trader comes to town. A hootin' and a hollerin' about. And stop mining for just a little bit. I just want to get us up to Burgage Plots level 3 today. Each coop is 2 eggs. That's 2, 4, 6. So we're saying we should make more eggs. I'm going to pop this into, I think. We're ready. What do we make this? It's either going to be a chicken coop or a vegetable garden. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 veggies. Maybe another veggie. We only got 3 coops. All the eggs. I don't really have... I don't have any goats, if that's the question, Fless. But from what we've kind of been talking about, you need quite a few goats to really get that going. Because it's 2 per. I mean, I could make these 4 into goats. And make them all into chickens, too. If we've got 3, I'll do another one. I've got the money, so I might as well use it. Okay, let's do chicken here. Same hairline? You mean none? I kind of want to experiment with some. So now that we're gonna have 4 chicken coops. That's 8. I would need more though. It's 8 produced per month. I don't know. Do we jump up to another chicken coop right here and just get an even 10? I don't know. Part of me though is like, yeah, make some goats. Fuck off. Okay, no. Lazy ass chickens. What balance pay? In as far as what? Mylan. I think farming in general needs kind of an overhaul. Yeah, 20 linen, which is good. Went bald around then too. I shaved my head later though. I didn't shave my head for some time. Yes. So Vesh, you want a variety because it will increase your approval, but you do want a quantity up to the amount that will match your total amount of stalls. So I'm sorry, total amount of plots. So I have 26 total plots. So I need 26 of these to actually maintain what I have to do. So right now we need to get clothes online because we've got the linen, we've got the leather, but we actually need to get the next, we have to make basically the next step in that, which is going to be clothes. So once this fucking tiller shop takes its 9 years to produce, we'll be good. These don't have anyone in them, right? Nope, no one's in these. It is true. It is true, Grizz. I'm hashtag blessed. Okay, fuel's still fucked.
Another loyal devotee.
All right, Grizz, thanks for jumping in, man. No worries, WMM. I have preferences and not preferences. Doubles are easier to stock because you just need to put one supply for the whole entire plot. But I don't like to make doubles the dedicated artisan workshops because sometimes it's just too much of a production. So it's like, oh man, my artisans are producing so many tools. Like, okay, we need to calm down here. So, like, for example, I'm probably going to swap this over to pole arms for a bit, or maybe spears, or maybe just outright pause them, so we can kind of not flood the market so hard. Oh, I'm still here. You know, or a second, and that's just kind of part of the game right now too, right? A lot of it's not all kind of balanced. So... Do doubles get double eggs and hides? No, they don't. Because it's just this plot. Versus artisans are double the amount of people working on one thing. Alright, so do we... If we've got 4 coops, do we add more coops? Do I put another chicken coop doop here? One more coop. Why not? What's another coop, right? No, I wouldn't even do that. Veggies and orchards are dependent upon the size of the plot. So this produces more veggies than this plot. Really? So what I would tell you is to... Oh, I see. Only 8 are getting... I see what you mean. I would tell you to actually focus your artisans on the ones that you want to have like high production of. Like I have a blacksmith here because I want a large production of these things. Same thing with the armorer because I'm going to use a lot of metal. But okay, like my brewery is just a single location, not a duplex. Eventually, all locations will become duplexes, right? 2 families inhabit all locations at level 3 at minimum. So I would keep majority of things in level at single plots. We finally make the tailor's workshop? Okay, cool. So let's make... No. That. Gambesons are good, but we're going to make mail. We're going to just skip on over that. So I would like to do... We need timber for a lot of that stuff. Peter, yeah, I would not do that. So this is a forester making a bunch of trees. And I don't know at what point this tree becomes harvestable. But this forester is working right here. I have my loggers over here. The lumberjacks. Our fuel is still kind of fucked up, man. What's up with the fuel? Is it the firewood? Let's come over here. Stop splunking about.
I wonder who's floating away today. Hasn't stopped since the morning.
I think the weavers pulled as much as they can. Oh no, there's still more flax. So they're doing all that. Oh, really bad. I didn't know that. So only the level 3 people will leverage the mail? Yeah, you have to be able to plant as more than you're like harvesting.
Another loyal devotee.
Halzak, I think it's about a year. Plus, do we know how long it takes for a year? Like, at what point is this harvestable? Is this harvestable right now? Like, is there a way to tell? Versus, like, over here, this is a big motherfucker. Like, depending upon the width of the trunk. Okay, so we're going to stop trading this. We just oversaturated the market on it. We're not even producing tools anyway, so that's fine. Plates level 3. Okay. Okay, so mail's level 2, plates level 3, gamison's level 1. Got it. We have a lot of just regional wealth coming in here too. And since we have ourselves at a 5% tax rate, we have a good amount of treasury coming in as well. So we're in a really good position here. Oh my god. Oh. Hey. Don't barking. That's a bush, dude. Ain't nothing out there but bushes. Hey. You're barking at bushes. Barking at bushes. No. You're barking at bushes. Take a look. Nothing but bushes out there being blown in the wind, my bub. Okay. Where helmets are actually, we do need to kind of like bring back our reserve of stuff. So right now we've got only 12 spears and shields. What do you guys want me to make? Should I make pole arms? Should I try to jump back into spears and go set up a wood workshop? What would you guys like me to do? Wood workshop does need more planks. Our planks are not bad right now, but the 3. Okay, so the 3 places we're going to upgrade to rank 3 are these 3 because they're the closest to the market. Roman is the best puppy. Anyone who follows me on Instagram knows Roman is a good dog. He's a good dog. Anything else I use my personal treasury with that I can't think of off the top of my head? It's just expanding my retinue, right? So I should just keep expanding retinue every time. Or is it just, it's upgrading armor and expanding retinue. I kind of want to see what this does. But I'd rather buy it locally. The local armor, the treasure funds. Okay, so, oh, let me hold on, someone's knocking my door. Someone just knocked at my door and dropped off. Oh, yeah, Ro. A bark box. I got this little guy. A little Bigfoot. I got this thing, which is like a ghost. Like a little boo-boo. Little booby ghost dude. I think it's like it's supposed to. Frank the Fresno Nightcrawler. Got this one, which is Chucky Chupacabra. Sometimes they're flavored. So I'm like, oh. Do you want one, bud? Here. I'm gonna put all three down. Can you go to your bed? Nope, bed. Nope, bed. Good boy. Okay. Here's one. I put all three on the ground and I let him choose. Come on, bub. You put too many toys on the ground, he's like, oh no. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it the ghost? If you're gonna fuck this ghost up. Okay. Hey, you're going to play with this for a little bit because it's nylon, so you can only play it for like 15-20 minutes. Made of, man. Sammy the Sasquatch here. He loves nylon toys, but I just don't let him chew them for a long time. Here you go. I let him have like 20-minute intervals in which I'll let him just like free range chew on it. But that way the thing lasts longer and I don't have to sand it down as long in between. Yeah, he's got a super chewer. The bark box default, no good. No, it's no good for him. He is the terror of the night. An oven still pumping. We are going to have so much bread production, like so much bread production coming. He's really not making. The Weaver's Workshop's taking its precious time though. Not as crazy about that. Yeah, he fixates. He doesn't like rip up the toys, but if I give him a toy, he'll grind his teeth, and I watch his eyes. He's like, oh. He'll grind his teeth against one spot, and he'll open up a hole, and then he'll burrow through that hole. He doesn't like throw him around or anything like that, or like tear at him. He just meticulously tries to pull at little things. Okay, our fuel is really rough and tumble, dude. I think it's because I had firewood off for so long. And what's our planks at? Planks are at 59. Upgrade. You're gonna go to 4. Basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the clothes too. We need. Is the tailor not being a tailor? Tailor, why are you not tailoring? Nice thing too is I could, if I really needed to here, hey, you know what, we really need clothes. So I can just open up a trade route and buy and I can set clothes to a certain level and I can full trade. So if I full trade, what it means is I'm telling the game, I want to buy up to this level. And if I go below, I want to sell down to this level. And if I go below that level, I'm going to buy up to it. So every time the trader comes in, he'll either buy or sell me goods. So if I say, you know what, I've got 27 burgage plots, but you know, I actually need 11, let's just say 11 clothes. Then I set this number, this desired surplus to 11, and I put this to full trade. So it'll constantly go back and forth. Someone was asking me that on my trade video, and I didn't know it was when I probably should have explained more, so I apologize, bros. There are wooden parts in these lands, I see. Is something using... Where does iron go? 30 iron slabs? What's using these iron slabs? Whatever. Also, making an herb garden's not a bad idea. In fact, we're going to do it. We have plenty of fucking money. We're going to make the herb garden because it just becomes another thing that we can sell. As soon as we get them, I can go ahead and go over here to trade. Herbs, if I've got any. Is it commodities? Could be commodities. Crops? Construction? Where is it? Yeah. We can set that to 0. Export. 0. But when we've got them, we just sell them. It's just another thing to make money off of, really. Yeah, you can use it for your characters that get sick, but sick doesn't seem to be much of a hindrance in your community or your economy. I would assume that there's a big plague mechanic that would probably be added later in the game. So, guys, we're kind of throughout the last half hour of the stream. What are some other videos you'd like to see for Manor Lords? I'm going to work on this tomorrow, but the one I'm looking at right now are like things that we'd like to see added. Would you guys like to see kind of like, not a developments tier list video, and I could even say it's a tier list video, but like which developments are best in Manor Lords, and just say, hey, here's a work in progress. This is how you go about how to determine which developments work best for the location you've loaded into, so on and so forth. What are some subjects you'd love to see covered? Right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 suggestions here for things you guys would like improved with the game. That's good. I just need to manage more stuff. So there's a lot of this game you spend just fast forwarding. We are at 29. We have 33. Okay. You know what I think it's time for? We're gonna do that. We're gonna change a lot of our shit, I think. There's fortress huts fine there. Saw pit can move over here. Won't really matter. Woodcutter's lodge, that will move well. I'll just someone here. They're not the best at it. Spending 2K influence is the only way to claim it. Yes, Nick, it is. Better and more game guide info and tooltips, so much is not explained. Anything in specific though, Josh? Because I have a good amount of videos out now, but I just don't want to drive tons of videos out to over-explain a bunch of mechanics that are just going to change. Yuki, that's one of the things we were talking about, Yuki. I have on here... So here's what I've got on, and we can go through this really quick. Hey, B-Rad, thank you very much, man. Yo, Sparkus, keep up the great work. We're kind of been watching the ML videos. What additions do you think, if any, Greg will put into the final game? I don't know. I think stuff like plagues. I was just saying plagues are going to probably become a larger portion of the game. However, wooden parts or tools work. I'm sure like we'll be able to progress it to like cathedrals or shit like that, because this is supposed to be like an era where cathedrals would be a part of the game. So I assume it's just kind of expanding upon the existing stuff, converting your castle, your manor into castles and having stone and such. But thank you very much for the donation, my man. 5 Greenwich, Great Britain pounds, Great British pounds. Let's go advanced. Set the work area over to here.
Finest hides in all the land.
Let's do that. Just kind of burn through those. That guy over there too. The evil's on. Let me help you in a second. I'll tell you how to beat that. So here is what we have for suggestions people want to see. A plot editor. So when they're trying to edit or they're trying to create burgage plots, it's not limited to 4 points, or they could pick and move points around. Like, hey, I've placed 1, 2, 3, 4 before I build. Let me actually stretch this one over here. A month tracker. So over here. Oh, I'm blocking half the. There we go. So over here, rather than it saying like, it just saying June and such, there maybe would be something that shades in the June to show you that it's like 30 days going. Kind of like when you look at a skill icon in World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14, where it fills in as it's recovering, as it's going through its cooldown. You'd see basically a cooldown for the month. A set production on artisans. So you could say, hey, artisan blacksmith, either set a reserve or set a production target. I want 20 spears, or maybe a button that says toggle to create as many spears as I can fill militia, or basically having more ability to control what happens here. Harvest all, so be able to, I think other than even just harvest all, yeah, maybe actually, you know what, that may be good. Manufacturing queue, I'm getting to that too, Taterman. Manufacturing queue is on here. Oh, it's not, but it should be. Storage part. No, I've got storage part, but manufacturing queue. Good idea. The manufacturing queue is on here. So, harvest all. Either ability to just double click fields and select all of them and harvest, or click over here and just press harvest all. Like this says burn field. Have me have like a harvest all button right here. Just to go, rather than me going force harvest, force harvest, force, if I'm manually doing this. Idle workers, be able to click over here, kind of to maybe either manually idly assign them, or to find out if workers in a location are idle. Like, hey, the communal oven, let's just say I had people at the windmill. The windmill is fully stocked, 3 people. They're idle right now. They're not doing anything. So now that I've had this alert, it's telling me, cool, your windmill's being used. Go ahead and swap your windmill out. Storage priority. So rather than outright shutting off the storage capability of certain things here, I'd love if I said, okay, the storehouse can supply, or it can store barley at the lowest possible supply or storage priority, but I want barley to be stored in the farmhouse at the highest priority. So things will naturally stay in the farmhouse, and the malt house will just go to that and go and pull it. But if maybe the malt house runs out of room, it can store stuff back over here at the storehouse. Whatever it is, that it creates like a cascade of storage rather than trying to fine tune, change this around as needed. In fact, does this have malt? Okay, we can stop collecting malts there, but what else do I have on here? Oh, so another one is if I click on this building and I go to upgrade it, or if I go to add a workshop to it, I want the ability to cancel that without destroying the plot. Furthermore, if I go to say upgrade a farmhouse, I want the ability to upgrade and still manage the farmhouse. Because sometimes you can click the upgrade on this, you don't have the resources or the workers, but at the beginning of the planting season, you want to go assign people to the farmhouse. You just can't do it if they're trying to do the heavy plow upgrade. So that's something I would want to have fixed. Also, marketplace overlay. So to be able to click this and to see like a radius of marketplace with current stalls can cover this much range, then this much range, then that much range maybe. This like we kind of have it, right? When we hover over these things we can see. But it'd be cool to just have like a little bit more of a visual like context rather than having to click and hover over stuff. Also, market coverage, just to kind of know a little bit more about like, hey, you have, like this is showing me I have 75% coverage of my burgage plots. And I think that rather than having market supply and demand, I'd rather it's broken up into two sections. Market supply, 100%, 100%, 100%. Demand, 100%, 75%. Oh, I need to put another person here to hit the demand. Something that gives me a way to kind of calibrate and know what exactly is going on. Like right now, okay, I know that I need, okay, I've got 27, cool. The food variety, I just need a couple more berries here and we're good to go, or a couple more eggs or whatever it is. But clothing, okay, I can see this, but what is, like, how do I actually kind of cater these things around? Hovering over it does give me the supply, as it were. But sometimes you can see your fuel has, you've got tons of it, and this number is low. You're like, why is this not working? So I think that being able to kind of manage this a little more directly and being able to see where the pitfall is, oh, it's not in the market that's the issue. It's that there's not enough people here to create the stall to suffice this, or to satisfy this. And then manufacturing queue. So, hey, produce in this order. Oh, the logs and stuff are upgraded back to storage. You can undo with a price, like people. Well, yeah, Sebastian, I just don't think you should be penalized for it. Like, what if you accidentally click the button? Assign workplace would be... Yeah, you know, Yuki, that's a pretty good point. Rather than just having this be the thing that assigns the workplace, you just assign the workplace to the marketplace. But I guess, I bet you he tested that at one point and said, well, what I ended up happening is this doubles the amount of workers rather than just having these people. Okay, there's nothing to go ferry to and from. Let's go ahead and make a market stall. But there's not a lot of transparency on when you need more market stalls, right? Like, okay, can I just keep one person here? How do I, what tells me I need another market stall? And it's typically when I go, oh, I've got the supply. Why isn't it covered at a market stall? Now it's covered. Let me see. Wow, you're really going to town again, bub. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes, bub.
A steadfast support.
What's our Tims? We need more timber, man. Moved all this over here for a reason. The flute of my people, the flute. It's a flute, I play the flute. Was there any other things you guys want me to add to that list? And any other videos you guys want me to talk about? I feel like that's a pretty good set of ideas to kind of hit. But I'm always open to more things, man. My mans, my dudes, my peeps, brews, my brohans of brohans. Okay, so we've got the timberland. That also will... Okay, so we need 4, 4, and 4. That's 16. Lambs, horses, and mules work? I don't. Oh, I know how horses work. You buy a horse and it will do trade for you. So rather than your trader walking around with smaller amounts, they'll go ahead and trade large amounts in one go with the horse. So let's go ahead and... Why? What the fuck is happening here with the tailor? The tailor is my like... Why did I think this didn't need dyes? So why isn't the tailor producing clothes? I thought clothes just needed fucking linen. Here's another episode of Ryan's not smart, but he plays the games he plays. It's the blood for the corn. Overlay for production types and operation status. Go ahead. Yeah. Like holding it down, like why isn't he producing? I could bring myself to order another one after that. I should probably change register 23. And with that, got another one. I should probably what? Oh, that's how much I've got. I should probably. I've got definitely enough. We should make a trading post. I've yet to really play around and experiment with lamb, with sheep, with humping sheep. Guys, can you just chill with the humping sheep? Make a little pasture right here, maybe. How big should I make my pasture? Should I make a pasture like this? Is that too big? Oh, it does? Oh, well, then let's just do that. I see, it does. Well, this doesn't cost anything, so... There we go. We can buy quite a few sheep, actually, which will be nice. I do not have the breeding sheep option turned on. Our next one is going to be male armor making. I want to get our burgage plots up here. And if it wasn't for this fucking dye workshop, we'd already have them. It goes well, Shade. How you doing, man? 331. Okay, so we're close. We need this to go up more so we get more population. Nice. Okay. Now we got that working. A lot of room to chill. It's this is a look. This is a Welsh wedding field. I actually don't know, B-Rad. I've not done enough of the military stuff to give you a good answer there, my dude. Livestock trading post is up. Tender for farmers. Okay. Stop. So we have it back later tonight. How many sheep do we buy? 4? We can afford 4. That's so much fucking money now. I love it. Did this get made? No, not yet. Yeah, let's maybe buy 4. Have to put someone here to go buy it, right? Enables trading your livestock with trade points and other shallow. Okay. Maybe I just buy 5. Pull off that first little thingy, you know? Okay, what do we... Oh, we still need the dyes. Finally. Finally. Diaz and Lennon are going down. Oh my god, the clothes are happening. No, I have not. Okay, we're at 31. Living spaces. We will actually... We need to start 31, 34.
Bread, freshly baked, and still warm from the oven.
Get your linen here.
Why do I
Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
What's that? I've never seen that. Oh, okay. I thought it was an X. This actually gets me 1, 2, 3, 4. This gets me 4 plots, but 8 families. Versus this is 6 plots and 6 families. So I think I might actually jump to this for 8 timber. What's blocking this? Is it just that that's blocking it? What do you guys think of that?
A new subscriber arrives. It
What up,
fills you
Lee?
with determination.
bread, freshly baked, still warm from the oven. Heavier than it looks.
Interesting. But this didn't. I wonder if it also goes by age. Like, hey, if these 2 plots are equidistant apart, this one gets it first. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I kind of just like this, Ryan. It fits with what I think it should be. Livestock coming in.
Finest hides in all the land.
31 families, 33, 34. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for watching, my dude. What if we did? That's 5 plots, 7 families. Kind of like what we had before, though. With 4 plots, 4 families, you know? Yeah, let's try to get that to work. This. One, two, three, four. Okay, so that's 4 plots, 4 families. What's wrong here? Why is this not be built? What's going on? Oh, supplies are in the way. You're right. You're right. I destroyed the building. I was like, I got it. This why. What the fuck's the problem here? You know, if this is the medieval times, that's a little boy saying that. 1, 2, 3. I do want to try to get 4 workshops out of it though, if we can. So this is why, you know, it'd be so great if I could just edit this plot rather than having to redo this a bunch of times over and over, right? Cool. That's it. There it is. 4 plots, 8 families, 4 workshops. Yes, it's done.
Feast your eyes on our fine selection. Linen.
But did we get all those sheep here? 5 are there, 2 are there, 2 are there. Get the number? Where are we at? You are true that, Laurie. Yeah, I just wanted it just like you can make more plots in this, sure, but it's just okay, now it's going to cost me the resource. And the point of these 4 plots is to expand our living capacity. And by expanding our living capacity with duplexes, we get more for less lumber, and then we can get them to level 4s. Just like Laurie said, it goes from 8 to 16. Because remember, a level 3 doubles whatever's on the plot. Why is this not hitting it yet, man? Come on. I'm gonna put another person here. Oh, it's not here. That's the problem. Problem is my tailor can't pump out enough. I mean, I could upgrade this to level 3, but I don't really want to upgrade the blacksmith because I don't want that huge output of stuff. It's just going to get so much. I actually don't agree. All plots should not be duplexes, in my opinion. Because then if you're... So if I were to make this blacksmith a duplex, then it just is going to vastly drain the resource to make those things. And I think you should only do that if you can actually maintain it. Or else you're just going to have a wasted workforce. So if I brought this blacksmith up to the next level, then I'm going to have, in a duplex, I'm going to basically have all 4 of those families just not going to do anything for me. We should be good. It says 4. I'm fine with this blacksmith just because I have a rich deposit up here, and I'm going to really be leveraging that soon. I'm going to split this apart like that.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, I think the market stalls will probably be getting some sort of fun touch. Damn it. Like, right now our armor is disabled. It's that clothing supply, man. We just can't get those clothes on. 6. Damn it, what the fuck? Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Where's my water? Coming around to harvest time, too. We got quite the... Yeah, I see 100% large. It said, you can make the duplexes for veg gardens, increases the efficiency. Artisans don't need a duplex unless you want to... Yeah, I totally agree. It's shoes is probably the way to go, right? Just go with shoes and leather. There it is. Boom. Need one more now. You like it? Give me that production, baby. I mean, I've thought about switching some of these plots over here and start making some goats. I'm trying to experiment with some goats. You guys want to do that? I can do some goat. We can do some goat humping. I got the... You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. Bah. We're looking at... They do cost resources. They cost leather. Correct? Don't make me second guess myself. I don't know if this activates if this updates in real time. So what are you saying? Extra wealth and output? What are you saying, Cube? Oh, expanding them just to get the actual regional wealth. I see what you mean. So the question here with clothes. Do the families that can take it, take it? Like, do clothes only go to the houses that need the clothes? So these blips that are not filled in, as the clothes only going to go there. So if I made 21 clothes, it doesn't do anything, right? 27 clothes, for example. Well, dude, you want me to test some fucking cobblers? I'll test damn cobbler for you, brother. I don't mind. This is a little guy. And it does, so it does go into the order of the first house. But my question though here is like, 0 level implied, it should only, so that's my problem. That's my point right here, right? So let's look at this plot. They aren't going to take clothes at all, right? Like, they won't touch clothes. I'll upgrade that to level 2. This is a duplex. I don't want to throw a cobbler onto it. Do we know if tab updates real time? Let's find out. Yeah, it does. It did. Quonk, quonk. Yes, got it. Aha! I'm just trying to get there. We'll piss them off by not having it, but I'm trying to get to that level 3 burgage slot by the end of the stream here today. Because some things don't update in real time. Sometimes the tooltip just is like, oh, no, 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 no. That just added a bunch more living space, too. Do it. Push me into the next one. I'm having so much fun, man. I didn't even plan to stream anymore. I was like, yeah, I'll just do these initial videos, initial streams. Like, nah, man, I'm all into it. Yes, it has happened. And now we get... Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. We actually don't get advanced armor making right now. I forgot we do deep mining first. Save the game. Okay, so this is stream 3. And I'm just going to save that like that. I can use that save to kind of go crazy with. Dark, it's my full-time job, so I just do it all the time, every day. All the time, every day. Every day, all the time. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it, Dark. Right? It's fucking so fun. I wanted that. I wanted to get our mail online. Okay, so yeah. So I said this earlier. Level 2 slots will use gambesons. Level 3 slots will use mail. So I guess it doesn't matter. I can't even really like push into that next burgage slot level. I just wanted to see what mail looked like. So I think we do deep mining. Ooh. Boom. We ain't got to worry about that shit over there now. That's a rich iron deposit, baby. I'm just going to be producing nothing but iron products now. We're in a good position. This is a good place for us to end. So, I'll do a video on development points. I might even just make that tonight. It's not going to take that long. I'm a full-time streamer and a full-time YouTuber. This is my full-time job. That's why I tell people, hey, jump on over to Twitch if you're watching on YouTube. And if you have a Prime sub, use it. It does help me. So I'll do this video and I'll do that other video. We can have a good... Yes. Yeah, they're really... Hooded Horse is awesome. There's a lot of my friends now work at Hooded Horse. H for Havoc. Rini Sky. Surreal Beliefs. All of them work at Hooded Horse now. Surreal was like, come on, man. Make the switch. Jump over to Hooded Horse with me. If you watch Surreal Beliefs and you haven't seen him for a long time, because he now works in the industry. Absolutely, guys. Thank you for watching. So we're going to be doing a raid here. Let's try and raid maybe a smaller channel or maybe one of our friends. Let's see who's on. And today's Thursday, so I'll be coming back on Saturday to stream again. Ooh, Crack is playing Helldivers. Destra is playing what? Oh, she's playing like React stuff. Sacriel is playing Grey Zone Warfare. Macro is playing Diablo 4. Rax is on Diablo 4. Woody's on Diablo 4. Madame Diablo is playing Fallout 76. Rare Fallout shirt giveaway. We will raid the Sestra. The raid has started. Come on over here to Switch. Make the switch to Twitch on switch to Twitch. Come over to Twitch. We're going to do a raid on Tibik, my Slavic queen. Discord link doesn't work. Here, I'll give you the Discord link. Yeah, guys, and if you want to just kind of be up to date with all the things going on with the channel, I do have a Discord link here. That Discord link I usually do like content polls, ask people, hey, do you want me to do content like this? Do you want to see content like that? Just go ahead and let me know. Dude, Strat Gaming is the shit, man. I've been asking him so many questions about the game, and he's been helping me out a ton. So please go check out Flesson, go check out Strat. Those bros know it all. You too, man. Thank you for joining in, Flawed. Okay, we will go raid Sestra. She is hot Slavic queen. She's in Spain. She's Ukrainian or a Russian that lived in Ukraine, fled to Spain. So much shit. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. We'll be back here on Saturday with some more fun in the sun. We're having a good time with all of it. Oh, here's a link to Flesson. All right, Red's going now. Red's going now. Oh, shit. Here, if you're watching on YouTube, here's a link. There you go. There's a link to Flesson's. But guys,